of the capital city of Kenya. I'm Charu Sharma, delighted to have for company the former keeper bat of the World Cup semi-final team of Kenya, Kennedy Obuya. Another fine day. I'm really happy to see a lot of blue in the sky and a little bit of sunshine too. So here's what's happened so far. Nepal winning the first match, a degree of comfort. Kenya winning the second by 18 runs with only 132 on the board in the third match. Although they set a fairly stiff target, Nepal still came back to win by 4 wickets in the final over. Today, of course, we welcome you to the 4th T20 out of 5. Nepal in a slightly better condition, leading 2-1. But for Kenya, everything to play. We are at about 5,500 feet here in Nairobi. Temperature is pretty comfortable, humidity okay, and the chance of rain, that's what I like to see, just 1%. I hope that's true. The wind a little less than yesterday, just 9 kilometers an hour, more from east to west. All very cool, comfortable, although the players might think it's a little warmer today. But Kennedy, I say once again, I'm delighted to be here because international cricket returns again to a country where it should not have gone away at all anyway.
Oh, you're most welcome to be in Nairobi. What a beautiful country we have. A lot of resources and a lot of cricket we've been having. We've been quite entertained on the last 3 games, properly entertained. Yesterday, Nepal came on top, but it was a lovely game of cricket that we all enjoyed.
And the best part about yesterday, of course, we don't keep talking about yesterday, is the Sunday crowd. We had, can't say a full house, because some of the stands still need a little bit of work, but we had a lot of people in, terrific atmosphere. The Kenyan flags were out, the Nepal flags were out, some neutrals as well, and they enjoyed some fantastic cricket because 156 runs scored by Kenya to begin with, and Nepal chased that. So over 310 runs scored in those 40 overs. Everybody had a great time, lots of young children as well, young cricketers, and I'm sure they will remember that day for a long time.
Oh, it's been lovely. It's been very, 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 very lovely. And to crown it all today, the sun is out. It's nice and hot. The wicket will play, I think, much better today. Let's hope we see some more entertaining cricket and more runs.
Well, lovely shot. That's the ground. The Nairobi Gymkhana, as we said, in the heart of this wonderful city. You can see the skyline at the back. Large, very large city, mind you. Some wonderful suburbs. It's got a wildlife park just outside the city as well. Now, wildlife is something you, of course, do associate very closely with all of Kenya. But even within the city, or just outside, there's a wonderful wildlife park. Kennedy, you haven't been there yet, though.
Oh, you haven't been there?
No, not yet. And a giraffe park, too, right?
Oh, you got to see
Giraffe
those two. You
Center.
got to see those two. You're having, after the last T20, then you're having a break, so you got to make a shot. And it's not far from here. It's about 20-25 minutes from where we are, so you got to make a point to see that.
I'm really looking forward, but look at the site here. It's a beautiful city, wonderful roads, the traffic's not too bad, and I must confess, compared to many other countries, no sound on the roads. The honking is down to a complete minimum, which is wonderful.
Beautiful, beautiful. You're not in Mumbai. Trust me, it gets a little bit crazy there, but only lovely people also in Mumbai. But in Nairobi, we get more excited. Our big 5 is what we are very proud of. So when we come back to cricket, we'll definitely enjoy today. Today it looks like it should be a very exciting one on both sides. It's not one-sided, it's a well-balanced 2 teams which have been playing. So let's hope we get more entertained on today's match.
All right, now the pitch that we're using is the one that we used on day 1. And Steve Ticolo was out there just a short while earlier letting us know how the pitch might behave for this 4th T20.
Today we have the 4th match of the T20 series between Kenya and Nepal. Nepal have taken a lead of 2-1 with 2 games to go in this series. The weather today looks very nice, hot and sunny. The players will enjoy this, and I'm sure we'll have a very good day of cricket today. Just looking at the wicket today, it is the wicket that was played on Thursday, the first match, and the texture has changed a bit. Looks better than on Thursday when I go down and just touch it, and also the hardness is there. I think the groundsman did a good job on it, as you can hear. And looking at the conditions, if I was the captain, I would win the toss and look to bat first because the wicket is going to get slower and lower later on.
Well, we hope that unlike day 1 when there was uneven bounce, the bounce remains even, because otherwise, of course, the batsmen start feeling all sorts of demon there. Sandeep Lamichhane on screen. He has bowled reasonably well. In fact, he's the 2nd highest wicket taker of the T20 series so far, but he has been a shade expensive. And here's a look at some of the Kenyan team members. Sukhbir in there, who opened yesterday and looked good, I must say, Kennedy, but he didn't last too long.
Yeah, it's quite a play for a young guy. And you heard from the legend himself. He scored a lot of runs on this surface. So when it tells you it's going to produce runs, trust me, it's going to produce runs.
Manoj Prabhakar, talking to his team. He's the coach of the Nepal team. Has only been there for a couple of weeks, but he's a pretty hard taskmaster. And I think final instructions to his team to try and take it right here, right now in the fourth T20 rather than leaving it at 2-2 and everything to play in the fifth. We'll see. Right, just a short while back, I was down there with the two captains for the toss. Well, it's a little warmer today, plenty of blue in the sky and intermittent sunshine as well as we get set for tossing for the fourth match out of 5 T20s. Nepal currently lead 2-1, and here's the star cast to my right. First, the captain of the home team from Kenya, Shem Goche. To his right, Sandeep Lamichhane, captain of Nepal, and to their right, the match referee, Mr. Dennis Angara. Shem, as always, you have the coin, and Sandeep, if you'll call nice and loud, please. Here we go. Heads is the call. And it's tails. Shem, you won the toss yesterday, elected to bat, got a fair number of runs. What would you like to do today?
We still have a bat first. The wicket looks good, and I think maybe in the second innings it will slow a bit. So we want to use the advantage of batting first.
I suppose you have no memory of just the 130 that you got here in the first match.
Definitely, I think as the sun is coming out, the wickets play a bit better. So definitely, probably we still can get higher runs that we think it will be comfortable for our bowlers to defend.
Well, your batting's getting better and better. 150 and change yesterday. For today, any changes?
Yes, we have 3 changes. Eugene Ochieng rest, Emmanuel Bundi rest, and Irfan Karim is resting as well.
Wow, that's quite a bit of a star cast resting, and you know you're 1-2 down.
Definitely, I think it's all about man management, and we still believe the ability of the people who have been chosen to take the task today. So we believe in the people who are in the squad can do the job.
130 the first day, 132, then 156 today?
I wouldn't predict. We'll just have to go with the rough idea of going with a pass score of around 145, 155. Anything above that, if you bowl well in the second innings, it will be good.
Good luck, Shem.
Thank you.
Sandeep. Okay, once again, a bit like yesterday, you will be bowling first. They got plenty of runs yesterday.
Yeah, the idea was to bat first on this wicket because batting-wise, it looks really good for the batting first. But yeah, lost the toss unfortunately. But we've got fantastic bowlers, who can do the job properly and in a well way. So. Yeah, it's all about bowling the tight power play overs, and then even what we made some mistakes in the last game bowling in the death overs. So yeah, looking forward to this game, not repeating the same mistakes again.
Well, you certainly had a fine win yesterday, chasing, but today I suppose you don't want to chase too much. What's kind of score that you think is comfortable?
We played the first game on this wicket, and it looks like around 130 to 140 or 45. So definitely, we'll try to keep the opposition under that pass score. So it would be a nice and easy chase for our batters.
To some extent, less pressure, leading 2-1 already?
I don't think there's any kind of pressure on the team. I think the team is nice and balanced, and they know their job. And I think the acceleration path is there, and even the chase yesterday, it was really nice to see the way batters were doing their job. So I don't think there's any kind of pressure.
And of course, team changes for this fourth match?
We're going with the same team.
Yeah, I can't help but notice, what's the 25 on your left here?
That's my jersey number, so that's an earring type of thing. So.
All right, good luck then.
Thank you.
The news from the middle for the fourth one-day international is that the home team, Shem Ngoche, has won the toss for Kenya, and he's very happy to bat once again. Yeah, well, quick correction. Of course, it's a T20. We're only going to play 40 overs, not an ODI, as we take another wonderful look at this iconic ground in the center of Kenya's capital. Kennedy, your team today, 3 changes.
Oh, big changes. Alex Obanda comes in a solid opening batsman. He hasn't got runs, but he definitely they had to change their batting order. And then Nelson Odhiambo and Elijah. So Nelson is an all-rounder, and Elijah Otieno is the opening bowler. But looking at their side, it's still set. So I think they'll go with Alex and Sukdeep or Alex and Collins, and then the betting still falls in. The betting is quite deep. They didn't use it yesterday because I thought it was very outstanding performance from Lucas. But I expect more from the bowlers. Lucas didn't bowl that well, Nemea didn't bowl that well. The outstanding bowler of them was Viraj.
And of course, Patel in fine batting form. If he can repeat that, then Nepal are up against it. For them, no changes. Of course, their young keeper who made his debut yesterday, Arjun Saud, played really well. I believe the captain was told by Arjun, listen, I know I'm maybe making my debut, but I want to go up opening. He's normally about 3 or 4. He played a good hand without doubt and kept reasonably well too. Wonderful shots of this iconic stadium. Of course, we'd love to see the outfield in slightly better shape, but let me not be greedy because international cricket's only just returning, and I'm sure the ground will continue to get better and better. So what do you think? Winning the toss, batting first, of course it worked well for Shem yesterday, and today too, right decision?
I think it's a good decision. You got to put pressure on the opposition every time you get a chance to bat, and the surface is very good to bat on. So my surprise is why Fon Karim is resting. He should have played today. I think he's on good form. And as a batsman, I keep on saying, if you're on a good run, keep on going, because you don't know when it will come to an end.
Yeah, I've got to add to that by saying that Kenya are down 1-2, and theoretically you'd think that the best 11 should have been on the park today because you want to make sure it's 2-2 going into the final match with everything to play. But by leaving 3 top players, and particularly, as you mentioned, Karim, do you think, what could be the reason? He's saying, of course, man management, but if they're not unfit, perhaps they should have been on the park.
100%. It's quite disappointing, especially for a young guy. He's been just trying to build up his career. He's not that young, but he's got huge amount of cricket to come ahead of him. So I think it's quite surprising that he's rested. For the bowlers, I'd say yes, try the new bowlers. But Alex Obanda has been outstanding. He's been batting well. He's not been batting well, but they've decided to give him another chance, which is a good thing.
Well, I wonder if Sukdeep should have also opened as he did yesterday. It looked pretty good until he played across to one. But anyway, the openers are in, and we're about to start the 4th T20 in the best of 5. Sompal Kami has bowled so well through the tournament without question. He's on 4 wickets in the 3 matches played so far. Also took a knock on his left hand, but he's okay. Made, I think the second match he bowled 2 maiden overs in a row, the first 2, which is quite rare in T20, if not a record of sorts. But he does bowl well, bends his back, not a big boy. But, of course, he still makes it for his team.
Yeah, he swung the ball nicely on the first 2 games. He's really swung it and hit the good areas. Today, the surface will play a little bit different because it's more drier. There is no that cloudy part to make the ball swing. So let's see if his experience is going to work.
Well, he's one of the older boys in the Nepal team. He's 26 now, Sompal Kami, and the average age, I believe, is just about 22. Lots of 19-year-olds, that being the young age, and the skipper himself is pretty young. So Sompal with a fair amount of experience. And yesterday's man of the match, Gyanendra Malla, who fell just short of a 50, is in fact their oldest at 36. So he's the only senior citizen in the team. Otherwise, it's a very young team that's come here from Nepal. And I'm sure Kenya too will look forward to fielding a nice young team as we go along. Some youngsters for sure in the team already.
Oh yeah, definitely. We are looking. It's a long way for us. We haven't played international cricket for quite a while. We have been going through ups and downs, but I think it's a high time Kenyan cricket will look to generate a little bit of young guys. And with these games coming here, we'll definitely have more young guys getting involved.
Here we go. Ball 1, Sompal Kami from the commentator's end. Match 4. Oh, whoa, hang on. Something went wrong there. Maybe somebody was crossing the screen. We'll find out. But no fast bowler particularly likes to reset and go back. Such a lot of energy. And today particularly, in the afternoon, it's pretty warm, I've got to say. I love the sun, but it's kind of getting warm here. And Sompal Kami will not be pleased.
This night's fast ball, you got to stop him, go back if you're not set up. Obanda or Buya, can they give us a good start? Yesterday we had a reasonable good start.
One slip and a gully. Short, wide. And Obanda thought, Buya, sorry, that he'll give it a big crack and then backed out of that shot. It was there for the big hit. There is a third man. And Kennedy, you and I and Steve, we've been talking about how wicket-taking a field position that third man is. Because you slash, if you don't slash hard enough, very often goes straight to third man.
Yeah, definitely got to try and hit it in front. I think Collins have a look. Is how the wicket playing. There's a pace. It looks like there was like a tennis ball bounce. It didn't go through. So just have a look, first few balls, and then you make up your mind. Good shot.
There's that position, third. Oh, no! Unbelievable. Does he bring it back in? Yes, he does. So they take two. Wow, that's a huge error. Of course, it gave only one extra, but he was comfortably behind the ball. May have taken his eye off. Who knows? That didn't look good at all.
Didn't look good at all. It didn't look good also for the two batsmen. They just jogged through, sprint in between, show me some intensity. There's no intensity. Oh dear, nearly costed him. Nearly, but just costed him one run.
Well, he must have pulled it back just inches away from the rope. And I think they may just be checking. At any rate, Sandeep Lamichhane quite happy to talk to Sompal Kami. What's the plan here? Bowl slightly further up. There is a slip, gully, a flash and an edge could do the trick. No, short, down leg. That's handsomely hit. Pulled away for the first boundary.
And
not a good line by Sompal at all.
And that's what I'm saying. The wicket is holding a little bit. If you look at that ball, it just sat there. So it's got to change his line, bring it a little bit up. And yesterday when they bowled Collins a little bit up, they created a little bit of problems to him. So they've got to bring him more up, make him drive more. Cutting and pulling look like his strength. But excellent shot, good shot. What a start from Collins. That's how you start.
Well, he got behind that really quickly. And there was some kind of bounce. Hit that so well, middle of the bat, and make him feel fabulous. What does Sompal do to come back? He's got to keep it outside off. Yes, he does. Well bowled. Good comeback.
And that's his area. That's the area that he'd love to hit. Plays more sensible. If the batsmen stay more sensible, they'll survive. Get the shine of the new ball. It's a white ball. It doesn't last for long. It's not like a red ball.
Well, hard as you might try to keep the ball in good shape, giving it a nice rub, it does tend to get, well, worn pretty quickly. The lacquer goes off, you're right. Doesn't quite at times move as much as the red ball as well.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that's why it's sweet to hit it.
No slip now. Moved. Oh, again, drifting down leg. There's a fine leg at the boundary. So he'll limit it to only one, but Sompal's been unusually a little erratic. Normally he's very, very good with the new ball. Keeps very good lines outside off stump.
It's just the first over. Maybe it's just warming up nicely. But these days the bowlers got to warm 3-4
No
overs before
time.
we start. There's no room for that. And there you go. Alex faces his first ball of the day.
Well, he's also pretty aggressive.
Very, very aggressive. So if it comes out.
Last ball of the first over. Slip is back now for Obanda. Yeah, lets it go. And once again, low bounce now. I think the Nepal captain might be a little upset seeing that. They've got to come and bat later. 7 for no loss after 1.
And that's what we are talking about. The first game they played on the same surface, there was no bounce at all. Today, we are back there. So you got to dig in a little bit. But my advice would be you got to go hard on the new ball, because once the ball gets older, it becomes more harder for you to try and hit it. I think the spinners will play a very big role on both sides. Nepal and Kenya, both sides, the spinners will definitely play a big role.
Well, you mentioned spinners. He's not on the field now, he's in the dugout. But Raj Patel of Kenya, the lefty orthodox, has bowled very well. Wickets in every match. In fact, he leads the wickets column with 6. And the economy rate, 6 wickets at 5.18. You cannot get better. That's world class. Given nothing away and taken wickets. Leading that, of course, Sompal Kami, as we said, 3rd in that list. Lamichhane is 2nd with 5. He'll have an opportunity to up that later on as Karan Casey comes in. Karan's currently on 2 wickets, but he's bowled better than that. Quite different to Sompal Kami. He digs a hard length, gets much more bounce, and even day one, we didn't see any bounce problems from the commentators' end, where Karan is now bowling into.
There we go, fast ball.
Slip and a gully for Karan as well. Oh,
That's the area. That's the area. He's got to hit it. That stopped a little bit, popped a little bit out for Collins.
yeah, I hope he's okay,
Bowling,
because
what a start.
it did bounce quite a bit, and Collins played with soft hands, as he likes doing once in a while when he's not hitting hard. He plays with soft hands. I hope his fingers are okay. He's taking a quick look at his right hand.
You can't show your heat. You can't show your hurting. You got to go staying strong, yeah. Keep the pain to yourself.
Big brother's watching.
What a start for Kenya. 2-1 boundary. They got a 2.
Very full. And the opportunity to drive harder was there.
Huge
but
opportunity.
Collins content to just push it rather than give it a smack.
And that's exactly what I've been saying. It's like hanging behind, waiting for that short ball, either to pull or to cut, because that the shot was on there to drive.
Again, words of encouragement from Sandeep Lamichhane to Karan Casey.
I like Sandeep. He talks to his bowlers every time, and he makes sure that he feels them more comfortable. Even if things are going good or things are going bad, but he hangs around them every time, and that's a good leadership.
Very good line once again by Karan. Well, he's an old soldier of Nepal cricket. We haven't quite seen him bat much. He didn't bat yesterday in that big chase. And on day one, he did bat. Got a big 6, but not much. He does have a reputation of being a really big hitter late in the order, should they require the services. But I'm glad that he's bowling, bending his back for his team, and keeping good lines. And, of course, he's been bowling a little further up than he normally does in his opening spell, which is probably because, as you said, they know that Collins likes the ball short.
Yeah, and that's the area to bowl a little bit up. It gives you a chance, either bowled, caught behind, the LBW, all that come into play.
Slip's been removed. Oh, drifting down leg. And there was a noise, but probably off the thigh pad or the pad. Well collected by the man who made his debut yesterday, Arjun Saud, with the umpire, to my mind, correctly unmoved.
Yeah, good bowling from not really a good area to bowl to Collins. You got to pitch it more up. But Arjun has been outstanding to venture. His keeping, very, very, very good. His batting, outstanding. I think that's what you need from a keeper. And in the modern cricket, there's no keeper who is a one department. You've got to be a keeper batsman that gives you a huge advantage.
He's only 19, the keeper, made his debut yesterday, did well. A little overcorrection by Karan, but he gets away with it. Maybe just flirting with that wide line, or that indicative line for the wide.
There's no bounce at all. That's the way it looks like. It's still a new ball. And Arjun is picking the ball below his knees. So that gives you an indication that there's no bounce at all. So straight away, are they going to trap him with a short ball?
Well, the man does go out to deep square leg. And there is a third man. And also a short fine. Again, very full. So it was a double cross. They really should have taken the 2. We've been talking about that. They showed some adventure in the field earlier on, some speed taking the 2s. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. 2 gone, 8 for no loss.
What a start for both teams. Their bowlers have bowled decent areas. Kenyans have got a start with 2 boundaries. They managed 8 runs, all come from Collins. Alex Obanda hasn't opened his account yet. And still facing is Collins Obuya. Can he give us a good, solid start, about 45-30 partnership, and then they can accelerate from there. As you know, they've got good batsmen who are batting right in the middle and towards the end.
The 2-1 on the boundary, third man and deep fine. Well bowled, a little poke outside the off stump. Little fishing expedition by Collins Obuya. Luckily, held his bat back, didn't really push on.
And that's the line they've got to bowl to him. Don't push him behind, bring him in front. Ask him to hit you over the top of mid on mid off. That's the area that you're supposed to ask him to hit you. Don't let him cut you or pull you.
It's a 6-3 field again for Sompal. Just a mid-on, the captain Sandeep Lamichhane, a slightly square mid-wicket and a deep fine on the leg side.
Steps out a little bit, make use of the feet, still good area, good ball.
Again, he plays with soft hands. When the big shot is not there, Collins Obuya understands that in a microsecond and plays with soft hands to make sure the ball doesn't pop into the infield. Went to Gully, I think that's, no, it's not the captain, but Gully is pretty short.
It is very short. If he slashes out, I don't think
no
he
way.
can catch it
He'll
at
take
all.
his head to the boundary.
Unless you think that he's got a bounce, take it off his face or off the gloves, then you may catch it. But if he nicks it, no chance at all. Again, same field placing, goes down, zit square. deep. Has gone down for the short ball.
Yes, a fine leg comes in, got a deep square. Nice shape to the ball, shaping away from the right-hander. Again, Collins just pats it down. No intention of hitting anything aggressive on that shot.
That's a good start. It's watching the ball, but you got to try and squeeze in singles. You can't keep on blocking. 3 dot balls already. Create pressure on him, make use of your feet, step out, make him think a little bit. But St. Paul has been outstanding. He's been hitting good areas consistently. So you was a better when you're the one who go to take a chance.
3 dots. Does Collins try and go big? Edged! A big race put in by the third man to his left. Very well done. Just one. Excellent fielding, and the bowler understandably appreciates it.
And that's a good area. That's the area they got to go. But take nothing away from St. Paul. He's been hitting that area consistently. He ran it down, but outstanding feeling. That's the commitment you want to see from your teammates.
Well done by Shahab Alam, their lefty orthodox bowler. Drafted into the team the last T20. Has made it again into this one. Very much online, and you're so right. Collins doesn't like the ball further up. He just bats it back into the covers. Could have driven that, maybe even lofted over mid-off. Chose to just bat it down.
Sorry, that's Alex who was just going. I think because he hasn't got a run. Yeah. He hasn't got a run yet. He's normally that's one of his strengths when he's being pitched up. He goes right nicely over the top, but I think because he hasn't got a run in 3 games or in 2 games, he's finding it a little bit. He just wants to watch a little bit.
Still to score, Alex Obanda. Last ball. Oh, he'd walked way across the offside, and so lucky didn't take the leg bail. No wide either. He's looking for it because he had walked way across. So still not on the scoreboard. Obanda, 3 gone, 9 for no loss. Slow start.
Yeah, good bowling from both of them. He tried to create the run. That's what I'm saying. That's what Sao Paulo has been doing very well. He's been bowling it consistently on one area. So he's telling them, you take a chance, I'm not.
Especially that second last ball, which was pitched up. I thought Obanda might try and go big on that because mid-off was up. But, and for a man who is generally considered aggressive, as you mentioned, it's been a strange display so far.
Confident is everything. If you're not confident, you haven't got runs in 3 innings, you take your chance at it. You take a little bit time to have a look, especially if you haven't got off the mark. Have a look.
Well, Lamichhane comes and has a chat with his big right-arm medium pacer, Karan Casey, who has been given a second over. The field spread out a bit though already. No slip, no gully. 4 men in the ring on the offside, 3 on the leg. Oh, again, bounce for Karan. He does bowl that heavy length. Oboya properly behind it. Chooses not to give it a swing.
Good area. Cut. Pull, make use of your feet, do something. Don't let him go on top of you completely. You got to try.
Well, there was no width, so the cut wasn't on, but maybe the pull was. There's a shot for him on the leg side, as well as a mid-wicket and a mid-on.
Because the way the surface is, it's going to be harder and harder as the ball gets older. So you've got to take a little bit of advantage of when it's a little bit harder and it's skidding to the bat.
And goes behind the bowler, gets plenty of bat. 1 bounce, couple of bounces, a 4. Magnificent strike. We've been waiting for that. Karan did bowl a couple of fuller deliveries last over as well, got away. Not this time. Collins Oboya. Nice, confident, lofted drive straight behind the bowler.
He's still hitting it, but he's not hitting it that well. You got to go straight. Look at the way it goes. It goes like it goes across the line. It's much easier to hit it straight. If you hit it through the line, it's a new ball. I don't know why he's looking at the mid-wicket area. But still, it got a boundary. Well-deserved boundary.
Mid-off, mid-on, still up. So Sandeep Lamichhane is not chasing the horses here. Inviting Collins to hit over again. Oh, edged, was it? Cut Collins in half. And Arjun South is not a tall man. Dove to his left, did very well to get a glove to it. No run. Oh, wow. Late movement there and bounce.
Very good ball. It swung in, cut him in half. Was it a catch or not? That's a big question because the keeper dropped it. Could have caught it, maybe could have appealed.
Well, no replays. We're not going to know now, but it was well kept. Eventually. Karan working up a lot of bounds on occasion. There is a third man.
That's good ball, that's good ball, good areas.
I think we will go and check that previous ball. What happened here? Let's see. And was there a sound? Still not sure. Maybe it did take a thin inside edge. I don't know if we can look at it again. Maybe we will.
Looks like as if there was a nick, small nick. But the bowler was not excited at all. Karan to Alex Obanda. He hasn't got off the mark yet.
Oh, down leg. Very poor delivery. And I feel for Saud, who might have gotten a knock on his knee for all his effort. That's terrible. I think just above the pad. At the point on the quadricep where it really hurts. I hope it's not on the bone. Oh, the young man's in trouble. We'll certainly see the physio racing in. And it did hit him on the second bounce.
And this is exactly what is going to make keeping harder. This is what makes you pick a good keeper from a mediocre keeper, because when there's no bounce, when the ball is coming through, it's much easier. You look at the ball, hit him on the side. I hope it's not on the bone, it's on the soft part. Looks like it is on the soft part.
Oh, just above the knee. And I'm sure that Arjun Saud would not like to limp out but stay in the battle. We'll see how well and how quickly the physio can get him back up. Ooh, looks like he's shaking the pain away.
Easily, we keepers, we are tough people.
I was waiting for that.
We take all the pain. We are used to. You look at all Wicky's fingers, that tells you all.
Well, we can't look at them unless we have a correction mirror, because they're all over the place.
That's exactly.
But in the meantime, I wonder if we can take a look at that potential edge that was not cleanly taken by Saud. As the physios leave the field, we'll try and take a look at that later, for whatever it's worth. Of course, it wasn't caught. Looks like Arjun Saud's okay. We'll still have a deep square and a third man. Oh, a little flirt, a nothing shot, no movement. What was he trying to do, Collins?
Easy to want to cut or run it down, get a single, get contact.
Okay, let's take a quick look at that potential edge. No, nothing. But great movement, and thank you. Good camera work as well.
And that's why the bowler was not interested at all.
Yeah. Last ball of a slightly expensive over. Not particularly, but it was that handsome boundary straight behind the bowler. Tries to do that again. They will take the single straight to mid-off. There was a wobble, and therefore no chance of a run out. Well, the ball does tend to wobble around the square, especially on the edge of the square. We'll have to be a little generous to the mid-off fielder. 4 gone. It's 18 for no loss. 17, beg your pardon.
There he goes, still on the 4th over. Alex hasn't got off the mark yet.
That's remarkable.
Very. But his first less balls, keep it in mind.
Yes, but still on duck, and I wonder what kind of pressure he's facing right now.
Collins has been taking all the strike. Talk about the strike. Son Paul is back on his third over.
Well, I've been a little surprised, because in T20s, the bowlers do tend to switch around quite early, even in the power play at times. But Sandeep Lamichan has quite consistently kept Sompal up. Maybe he likes bowling only with the new ball and not later. He's been given a third over.
I think they've read the wicket nicely and perfectly. So if your seamers are bowling well, chew a little bit more overs, take it. Because spinners is going to be very hard. So spinners will dominate. But their seamers are bowling very well. So that's why he's kept on, it's let him bowl more. Good ball.
Well bowled. Just tailing into the pads of Collins Aboya. No slip, mind you. There is still the gully. 4 men in the circle on the offside. And a third man. as well as a deep square, the two boundary riders. Kennedy, I have to say, 17 for no loss in 4 overs. Not a fantastic start, but the only good part, of course, is no loss of wickets yet. So there's a lot of potential, hoping to get to that 150.
Huge potential. It depends on how they bat in the middle. That's going to be the crucial part, how they tackle the spin.
Yeah, good line. Big heave-ho by Colin Zabuya. That is his favorite shot.
Another swing and a miss. Those are all 4s. 2 4s in a row is missed. That is where you'd love him to bowl. If he gives you that room, you got to get contact. Just get contact.
I think he was a little late on it. There was a hint of movement as well. But when you play with a horizontal bat, when you go for the cut, doesn't matter. The ball's moving. Got to read the bounce well. 2 dots. Pressure. Full. And drifting down leg. Not where Sompal should have bowled. Will they take the 2? Plenty of noise on the field. Perhaps they should have. Once again, they need to pressure the fielders. We were talking about that from day 1. On day 2, they actually ran a lot better. But they're back to careful running now.
The running in between has been very sloppy. Look at where he came from, all the way from the boundary. Still stopping. They ran the first one quicker. Just put pressure on him.
I think the deep square leg fielder ran 35 yards. Surely a 2 there. So, Abanda still to get on the board. Ugh.
Still well left.
Whoa, what's that?
Seriously? Do something. Cut him. He's offering. Force him to bowl straighter.
I think Arjun South still showing some level of discomfort. But the physios these days, I've got to say, Kennedy, they are the busiest people in the team. They work the hardest. Injuries all the time. Everybody's got a niggle.
All the modern cricketers, they give it all. They dive for everything. So chances of injuries are very high.
Especially keepers, huh? Let me put that in. Edged. Once again, a big race for the third man. Puts his body on the line for his team. That's Shahab Alam. Limits it to only 1.
And Alex Obana is off the mark.
Whoa!
So they really need it. After 4.5 overs, Alex gets a single and is off the mark.
Did you hear the bugles around the ground?
Talking about yesterday, unbelievable crowd. I was very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. And that's what we want to see from the Kenyans. And for the fans, we're expecting more like this. More games will definitely come to Kenya.
Well, I certainly hope so. Oh, full, slow one, down leg. They take a single, even though there was a skipper who came racing in. No. Mid-wicket at any rate. So, 5 wickets gone. I'm going to take a break. And Kennedy is going to be joined by his teammate, Steve Ticolo.
20 runs only in the first 5 overs. We haven't really seen some fireworks. Apart from 1-2 boundaries from Colin Zabuya, we haven't seen more fireworks from Alex. Let's expect some more fireworks. It's going to happen definitely. What a start you've got. Collins on 17, Alex is on 1. And change of bowling is Adil. And as I welcome Steve Ticolo.
Yeah, 5 overs gone, 20 for no. It's a bit of a slow start. I'm sure it's not the start that Kenya would have loved to in the power play.
Let's give it a good start, Kenyans. Generate some more. Adil, fast ball. Can he maintain the pressure still? Another pick up a single. So they're not bowling to Collins outside off stump at all, Steve. They're bowling right on his pads because they know that he wants to go across the line. And he starts with the slower ball.
And that too, they've pitched the ball a little bit fuller to Collins. I think it's something maybe they've sat down and analyzed. Every time they've pitched it up to him, he's been on the back foot. So teams do their homeworks nowadays.
Yeah, there's everything. Cameras, videos. Cameras, videos everywhere. Analysts. Coaches have like 4 or 5 people to help them, to support them, to analyze the game, so it looks much easier. It becomes much easier. The scorers will tell you how many dot balls you have got. So there's a lot of pressure. You can't say that I was betting well and you had so many dot balls. Alex goes over the top, straight on. Is it going to go forward? Yes. 1 run, good shot, but he only got a single. And that's the first aggressive shot Alex has played.
Yeah, Alex looking to open up his shoulders there. He's been very quiet. Knowing Alex Obanda comes out firing, but in this innings he's been very quiet.
But he's faced less balls. Something is going to give on this over. He's not taking a start at all. That's very poor from Alex. He's just standing on one side. He's not taking a start completely. You've got to take a start. You've got to look for 1s and 2s.
Mid-wicket conference there, I think Collins just telling Alex to be on the lookout for those singles. You're not getting boundaries. You need to keep rotating the strike.
The guys are coming from 30 yards. So be ready to be prepared to take a single. Drift on the leg side, slower ball on the leg. Picks up a single. Adil has been outstanding with his areas. So there's 1.1.1. So he's consistently bowling it well. And keep it in mind, this is the power play time.
He's also mixed up his pace nicely, I think. Already he's bowled 2 slower balls.
Oh dear. They are not, both of them are not taking a start. They're not ready to run. If you're not ready to run, then be ready to take a boundary. And talk about the boundary, it's the end of the 6th over. And the score is 23 for now. Talking about from the commentating end, change of bowling, Sandeep, the captain, brings himself in. He knows that the wicket is going to take a little bit of spin, and he's been a very cunning bowler. It's very good, Steve. You've got to see how Collins is going to tackle spin. He hasn't played spin in all the 3 innings. He's just been facing medium pacers. Instead of there's a slip. Sandeep standing at number 2 on the bowling chart. With his 5 wickets, Steve has been outstanding bowler. Not bowled very well. He's gone for runs, but he's been picking up wickets. But you need, that's what T20 is all about. You got to get wickets. Good shot. Runs the first one hard. Can they get 2? Squeeze in. Jesus Christ. What's going on? They've got to try and squeeze in the runs.
That was really poor running. There was a chance of a second run, but they didn't get off quickly for the first one.
They've got to try and run, sprint hard. And especially you're not getting runs. Good ball. I'm trying to... There's no intent at all, Steve. You've got to try something. You're going on the 6th over. Going down like the googly. cheeky Arjun trying to run him out. Alex is not looking. Flicks the ball. Got out the big swing, but only for a single. Something has got to give, either on this over or next over. The next 3 balls, something has got to give.
Definitely these two need to look to up the tempo. 25 after 6.4 overs.
Did he get the gap? And out Collins is. Good catch, tried to go over the top, but he didn't get over. Good ball from Sandeep, balled good areas, and very, 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 very good catch. And that brings the end of Collins' batting with 20 runs, and the score is 25 for 1.
I think the pressure got to Collins there. Too many dot balls. Decided to jump out. Went for the big one. But a good catch down in the deep there by Alam. Good catch there, running to his right.
And we just said, Ali, it's going to be hard for you to pick to hit the spinner. So I think they let the seamers go. They should have attacked the seamers more. And let's talk about the end of Collins. And that brings in Nemeo Thiambo. Have they brought in a pinch hitter, Steve?
It looks like there's a change in the batting lineup. Obviously, the technical bench and the captain maybe feel they need to up the tempo a bit now, because almost 7 overs gone, 25 runs on the board.
But I think it's quite unfair for the young boy. Sandeep, he could have betted him 1 down. He's an opener. He betted well yesterday and he didn't get runs, but unless they've decided they want to attack a little bit, should have given him a chance. Let him bet 1 down.
I think maybe the situation of the game has forced this change.
Now where does Alex go from here? Very close, very close. Sandeep went straight away up, very, very close. The umpire not moved at all, but he's the one who matters in the middle. It looked like it was bet and paid. Let's have a look.
Yeah, there was bet involved there, inside edge onto the pad.
That deal goes on. They bowled very well, but not, I wouldn't say that tried enough not to stop you from scoring runs. You should have tried, do something, step out.
I think they should have looked to attack the seamers a little bit more, given that the wicket is on the slower side. And it's going to be difficult now with the spinners on.
It's going to be tougher. Or they've set their mind of about 130, 140. It's not an easy wicket. Oh, through the legs. And Nemeo Thiambo opens the count with a beautiful boundary. Good shot.
That's a good shot from Nehemiah. Starts positively, gets a boundary. Wasn't such a good piece of fielding there. Picked up to him and he goes after the ball through the legs of the fielder at mid-on.
Oh dear, the captain won't like this at all. Say through his legs. Good shot, what a start. Good fielding, good ball.
The shot by Nehemiah forces a field change. The fielder at mid-on drops down to long on.
It's quite surprisingly the batsman will be disappointed because somebody is playing as a batsman. Oh dear. This could have been close, Steve. Goes over the top. Is that a catch? Because there, 1 bounce. Oh, very close. But that's what I want to see. The running has been very, very bad. There could have been 2 runs. They still only picked up 1 run. But I like the positive of Nehemiah Odhiambo. He's ready to attack. Can you get... Where do they go from here? Are they looking for... Would they really get to that 130, so which means somebody has got to really accelerate well in the middle order. Good ball, good Yorker.
Again, Alex can't get it off the square. Seems to be struggling today.
He's of three runs in 10 or nearly 8 overs. There's a lot of pressure. Need to squeeze in a boundary somewhere. Oh, down leg, good slower ball, good change of pace. He's mixing them up nicely. Knows that they want to go under him. Adil has been bowling very well. He's bowling the faster one, the slower ball, the bouncer. He's bowling everything. Goes over the top. Is that a good shot? It goes there. Fielder. Good catch. And that brings the end of Alex Obana, who has just struggled to get his 3 runs. And his wicket go. And the score.
To mid-on, and a good catch taken there, paddling back by KC Karan. Brings Alex out of his misery. Kenya 30 for 2 after 8 overs.
Kenya in all sorts of trouble. They've been holding on to their wickets, but it's not going to count at all if you don't capitalize on it. And here brings in the person who is on real form. Better moved very well yesterday, Rakeb Patel. There were 6s all over from Rakeb.
Where the match is poised right now, again, brings a lot of huge pressure on Rakeb. He's done well in the last 3 games, and he finds himself in the same situation again.
Every time he comes to bat and deep, ends up bowling to him. So it's been a good contest yesterday. Rakeb finished on top, played him very nicely, more sensible, didn't go after him, squeezed in boundaries, one here, one there, but more sensible. The other game, Rakeb attacked him, but he ended up winning it. There we go, Rakeb, his fast ball. Kenya in all sorts of trouble. Fast ball bolts. Leg is irregular, googly, but Rakeb carefully watches it.
Ali, ready, ready, you know, on.
Okay, good ball from Sandeep again, and he's rushing them. He's bowling quickly. He's not giving them time to think at all. Ball after ball, quickly. And that's the way to go. Leg break, the leg side. Good running, picked up a single. Rakeb is off the mark. Let's see how Nehemiah plays him. It's a longer boundary on that side if you try to sweep him. It's a huge boundary.
Lots of pressure on these 2 batters, 2 new guys on the wicket.
Good ball. The keeper's appeals. The umpires don't move at all.
There was an appeal from both sides. Sandeep was going for the inside edge, caught behind. And the keeper went for the stamping.
Looks like the umpire is going up. It was calm. That's out. That's out.
Is there anything behind the line?
The line belongs to the umpire.
As the stumps are broken,
There you go. 1, 2,
the line.
3. That's out.
looks out.
That looks out to me. The line belongs to the umpire. And Arjun is very excited on this. Picked up the ball nicely. Good pickup. It's very tight, but I think the line belongs to the umpire. I think that's out. That's very sloppy. Oh, and there you go. The confirmation. The red light goes in. And Nemi Odhiambo has scored only 5. Kenya continue to struggle.
Kenya lose their 3rd wicket. Nehemiah Odhiambo stumped. Good work by Arjun. Quick hands.
And that's the leggy. And if you ask me, Adila cemented himself on that position. The first keeper is going to be in real trouble because he's kept well, he's betted well. If he can back his betting up today, then he's right on top. Asif, you don't give a chance. Asif is the first keeper, but Arjun has betted very, very, very well. Betted well and kept well at the same time. And as it got the end of Nehemiah Odhiambo brings Sachin, who's a very good player of spin also. He played some very good reverse, sweep, can use his feet. And Sandeep is on top, and Sandeep goes tight, 6 apiece with Viraj. That's how they're going to handle him. That's going to be interesting. The slip is there. Sandeep is ready to go. Oh, nearly balled the googly. Run the first one hard. Can they get 2? Oh, Rakeb is not interested. Good call from Rakeb. Very good call. It looked like as if there was 2 runs, but there's no way he was going to make it. Good ball. And Sandeep finished a wonderful over, which has been outstanding. And the score is 32 for 3.
Kenya in deep trouble here, Kennedy.
Huge.
32 for 3 after 9. What would be the projected score?
Oh, from now on, so let these 2 bets well. If these 2 can take it deep a little bit on the next 10 overs, you're looking at another 70, 80 runs. Looking at 120, 190. You could get 90 runs. You're looking at between 120. If they land 120, it would be a very good score. But somebody's got to go big and deep.
We see a bowling change from the Forest Road end. Karan comes back for his 3rd over.
Rakeb, Sachin, both of them, they're going to go deep. They're going to try and go deep. Good running. That's what you want to see. Yes. That's what you see. Good call and good run in between. First time call. And off they take off. And Sachin is off the mark with a single. If they're looking between 120, somebody has got to go very, very, very deep. Either Rakeb or Sachin. If Rakeb goes big, there is a high chance they may land there.
Lots of work to be done, Kennedy. Lots of work.
Shot. And the first one quicker. There you go. Getting single. 19 overs. They're not even on a 50 mark. Scary. Very scary. But take nothing away from Nepal. They have bowled very well. They have bowled in good areas. They have taken their chances. They haven't dropped anything. They've created pressure. Very good. Good ball. Good pace and bounce.
Sachin looking to run it down to third man. That misses it. Just misses the outside edge. Good ball from Karan KC. Again, Sachin gets behind the ball, drops it, soft hands, no run there. Another dot ball by KC Karan. Just 2 rounds of this over. Nepal doing a good job with the ball.
Yes, creating pressure nicely. That's nice to see. Where do they go from here? Do you attack? Do you play a little bit more sensible? The good thing is you've got a little bit of wickets in hand, so you got to try and attack. Well played. Good pick up in trouble. Oh, good piece of fielding and good throw. And they get in a single. Will they get 2? No, Rakeb had already said no. So 1 run they get. That's it. Where they go from here? Can they accelerate? We all know Rakeb can do it towards the end, and he can do it very well. One more ball to go. Fielder moving down.
Short mid-wicket goes down to deep mid-wicket and fine leg comes in.
It's going to bowl a short ball or a slower ball. Played good. A good pickup. And that brings us to the end of the over. And we are right in the middle of the 10th over. And the score is 35 for 8. And before I say goodbye, I ask Cherry to come in and take it over from here. It's quite been an exciting 10 overs. Nepalis are all over Kenyans.
35 for 3 after 10 overs, Kenya. As we welcome Charu into the commentary box. It's been tough going for Kenya. The 2 openers struggled. And now Kenya hope that Rakeb can repeat what he did yesterday.
Thanks, Steve. Good to be here. Of course, he doesn't have Kareem for company. They had a wonderful stand yesterday. And
Yeah.
Rakeb went on to make, what, 70 odd? What a terrific knock. What big sixes. One of them going over the Nairobi Gymkhana clubhouse. Wow.
That was a good shot, good hit. Haven't seen those huge sixes like that in Gymkhana for quite a while now.
Haven't seen anything of the Gymkhana for quite a while now in terms of international cricket. But we are back. Now, left arm spin. Sandeep Lamichhane, the skipper, has done a fair amount of damage from the commentator's end, picking up 2 wickets, becoming the highest wicket taker. And now, a lefty orthodox to right-handers. The trouble continues for Kenya. Very full. Steve, I've got to ask you, 10 overs, 35. It's a very unimpressive batting display today. We're into the 4th match. You know your opposition well. And the bowling's been decent, but not fabulous. Just lack of adventure today, of aggression.
Yeah, lack of adventure, lack of intent. I didn't see the positiveness, the intent with the 2 openers, Collins and Alex.
But Rakeb survives there, gave it the big heave-ho, luckily didn't get the outside edge. This time better, just a push.
But this is what the situation of the game does. Rakeb is forced to play the big shots right from the onset when he walks in.
Well, I've got to ask you your thoughts on Obanda, who made, what, 3 from 15? Now, in T20 cricket, that's... Oh, that could be given. Where was that headed? Budia trying the reverse, missed it completely, didn't look too good at all. Maybe it was angling down leg.
And as we see the replay, ooh, that one seemed close.
Well, to me, it was hitting middle to middle. Very lucky to survive, Budia.
Yeah, going back to Alex, he looks out of sorts. His form has been down. He was dropped in yesterday's game. They brought him back today, so maybe it's playing on his mind. Form down.
Yeah, but 3 from 15, very poor. This was better to at least attempt that reverse. No way that would have been out. Rakib also failing with that. So Alam ends a very, very dangerous over. 11 gone now, and Kenya struggling at 39 for 3.
But Charu, also the decision to leave Irfan Karim out was quite a bit baffling, because, you know, he's been on form getting runs, and, you know, you'd want your on form players to play most of the games, especially a game like this one, which if you win, you keep the series alive.
Bowling change, bowling right, come over.
Yes, Adil runs in, and Rakib goes for a big shot but misses it. There's pressure on Rakib to play the big shots, with the score at 39 for 3 after 11 overs.
Yeah, I have to admit, Rakib is just going too hard too soon. And of course, the score is dismal at this point of time. Somebody has to go big. But he needs to be there right till the end. And if he's not, then Kenya could be in very deep trouble. Straight to mid-off, yet they do take... Oh, the single, will they take another? No, yes! Well, lucky to survive again. They have to be very clear about the running, Budia and Rakib.
Again, we see a piece of poor running, almost costing Rakib a run out. But these two play for the same club domestically, so there should be a good understanding between them.
Haven't seen evidence of that yet in terms of that understanding. Almost 2 run-out opportunities created already, and they've barely been there together for a few minutes. But I know even Budia, as he showed in the first match, can hit a big ball. So there's plenty of opportunity for acceleration, but not those wild heaves. I was a little disappointed to see Rakib heave wildly too. Adil, 2 balls ago, 3 balls ago. Oh, loose! They should have been sent for 6. But I think they'll take only 1. They want the second this time. They are taking it. Races in. And that's what I say, when the commitment is there, then you can almost always make the 2.
Good running there by Sachin and Rakib. This time they showed the intent to go for the second run, and they did it comfortably.
Rakib Patel, of course, is the highest scorer of the series so far. Got 117 runs, the highest of 73 not out. An average of 58. Strike rate of 160. That's what you like to see in your match winner. Strike rate of 160. Full toss, and he got a little late on that. Budia was looking to spank it over the clubhouse. It came a little quicker than he anticipated. In contrast, Steve, I've got to admit, even though Karim played really well, he's the second highest scorer at 111 with that 55 not out yesterday. His strike rate under 90. Now in T20 cricket, you can't win too many matches. You can score runs, can't win too many matches. Strike rate of 89. Trying to hit too hard, Rakib.
Rakib goes hard there and loses his shape. Like I said again, the situation of the match, 44 for 3. I think it's playing on Rakeb's mind. He feels like, you know, he has to try and score a boundary off each ball.
Budia too has played a few shots with his head in the air. Got to keep focus, and you make an important point about keeping shape. Whichever line you're trying to hit through, decide, commit. Oh, another big swing and a big miss. It was slightly fuller, was there for the big drive. Missed the line completely. 12 gone, and Kenya are unable to make a move. They're 44 for 3.
I think maybe a message should come out to the guys and just say, guys, calm down a bit. Just look to play cricketing shots.
What about the pitch, Steve? Is it a bit of a villain in the piece right now, or is it, well, average, I suppose?
So far, it's played on the slower side. As we see the spinners are getting patches of it. It's been hard to play those big shots, so maybe just the batters need to time the ball instead of going for the big heaves.
Let's go for the big one. Could get caught near the boundary, and is. Well, that's a big, big loss to Kenya. Rakeb Patel trying to go big. Maybe got the outside half of the bat, and instead of going wide over long off, got caught in the covers. He'll regret that.
Looks to go extra cover, but slices it to backward point. And good catch there by Mala. The pressure has told on Rakeb, and Kenya lose their 4th wicket. Kenya 44 for 4 after 12.1 overs. At the fall of the 4th wicket, in walks Nelson Odhiambo.
Well, he's a useful all-rounder for Kenya, that's for sure, but the loss of Rakeb Patel will really hurt. It's not 144 for 4, ladies and gentlemen, it's 44 for 4 in the 13th over, and Kenya struggling today with the bat. And I suppose there will be questions asked of the skipper and the think tank about batting first on this pitch, but I must add that Sandeep Lamichhane of Nepal was also quick to confess that he too would have liked to bat first, so nothing wrong with that decision, just the batting hasn't delivered. And I go back to that Obanda 3 in 15 deliveries. It kind of was something that's going to be very hard to live down.
Definitely, yeah. I think when you get 3 rounds of 15 balls, it puts pressure on the other guy on the other end, and also the incoming batters.
Too much pressure. Rakeb showed that, trying to swing big off every ball. Alam strikes first ball of his 2nd over. Very well bowled, right on the mark. He wants to run, yes, no, oh no, this could be terrible, gone I think. Budia just took off, and Nelson was ball watching. Where was the communication? Good pick-up throw, and the bowler does the rest. This is terrible for Kenya, Steve.
Definitely a pressure telling on the pursuit for runs. Budia thought there was a single there, but Nelson sent him back.
The bowler doing very well to be at the right place. Good throw.
And miles away, miles away. Terrible, terrible.
Well, Budia is one of the biggest strikers of in the Nepal batting lineup. He will be pretty devastated. Walking back to the pavilion quite disconsolate. Kenya 44 for 5, 12.2 overs.
Incoming batsman is Sukhbinder Singh, Sukhdeep Singh. Yesterday he opened the batting, today he comes in at number 7.
Well, it took the words out of my mouth. He looked pretty good opening, mind you, full of technically good shots till he played one slightly across and got caught wide mid-on. But I wonder what the dugout instruction is with 7 overs and a half to go. He doesn't really have to hit the ball in the air too much. And he seems to be a batsman who plays in the classic mold along the ground as well. Very pleasing, tall, elegant bat.
Yeah, now I think the plan would be just to try and bat through rather than go for the big hits and keep losing wickets.
Cover sweeper will make sure it's only one. Big task for these two now. Nelson Odhiambo and Sukhdeep having just come in. What else do you have in terms of batting now, Steve?
There's Lucas probably to come. And then you get into the bowlers.
Oluoch is a pretty good all-rounder. Hit some big shots in that first match, I remember.
Yeah, there's Oluoch and there's the captain himself, Shem. And after that, you're into the bowlers.
Tosses it up, just a little too full. Well, Sukhdeep will be very grateful to get that full toss first up.
But again, today we've seen the running in between with the Kenyans. Go back to what we saw in the first game, which was appalling.
Again, full but wide. Sucked him into that drive. Nehemiah took the bait. Luckily, no edge. 13 gone. Kenya in deep trouble. 46 for 5. Things working out really well for Nepal. Everything they do is touching to gold. Every bowler is taking wickets. Alam, well bowled indeed. Lefty orthodox is always pretty dangerous for right-handed batsmen. And to get the wicket of Rakib Patel, did very well. Alam, the start of the over, and then of course that run out. I mean, if things weren't bad enough, that was terrible, Steve. Bad calling. Or bad communication, should I say.
Bad communication. I think Nelson was also ball watching, played the ball to point, and he was watching the ball rather than watching his partner.
But the partner should have screamed, take it, single, run, whatever. Slightly uppish, that could go for a boundary. Big run for the fielder from deep square. Easy too. That's how Sukhdeep plays. He plays these elegant shots, looks very nice, stands tall in the crease, was in the air for a bit, but no danger really. Only one man in the circle on the leg side.
Straight away the ball on his pads and he flicks it. Very risky.
Oh, bowled him, played on. Tragic. There was space outside off, maybe not enough to cut. Got the inside edge. Bales went flying. And Sukhdeep's short innings comes to an end. This is looking worse now. Terrible for Kenya. 48 for 6. There it is.
You look too close to cut. Only manages to edge it onto his stumps. The wheels are falling off here for Kenya.
In the 14th over, as Sukhdeep walks back, got it. It's 48 for 6. Came at number 7 today, as you were pointing out. He can open, come all the way down to number 7. Very competent bat. But sometimes, of course, we'll have to say this was a touch unlucky. Wasn't really square cutting it, more just square driving it. The ball may have moved a bit, inside edge onto the stumps. And that is the end of his 4th one-dayer in terms of batting. Well bowled Adil too, among the wickets, as I was saying just a short while back. Everybody who turns his arm for Nepal ends up with a wicket.
And Adil has done well. If you noticed, he's been mixing his pace, pushing it and bowling the slower one.
Well, we talked about his batting abilities just a short while ago. Lucas Oluoch is now in. Got the company of Nelson Odhiambo, 2 decent all-rounders for Kenya. Steve?
Yes, Lucas and Nelson, now they have a huge task on their shoulders here. Try and bat the team through and try and post a decent target that they can bowl to.
Well, first task, of course, is to make sure the last 20 overs, very full, driven competently. I think Adil trying to bully the batsman into saying, well, you miss, I'm going to hit. So he was targeting the stumps, but a little too full. My friend, second from right. Bhalla is here, RC Bhalla, who of course has been doing a lot for Kenyan cricket, to his right. Munne, his friend. It was home I was in last night watching the India-Pakistan match. Very hospitable, very generous people here in Kenya.
Good shot there by Nelson, down to long on, only for a single. These two look a bit more positive.
Yeah, it was a nice, competent push. Didn't try and overplay that. Played along the line, just to the right or long on. Easy single. Nehemiah Odiambo still practicing that shot at the non-striker's end, off camera. Others bowled reasonably well. Picked up a wicket and an important one. 2 balls left in the over. Very full again. Slower one. Oluwach was up to it, saw it, didn't go for the big one and miss. He just kept his bat down, read that slower one, I think, in time. Goes big, gets plenty of bat, couple of bounces. Wow, what a smack. Just a little too full again. Adil. Great to see, what aggression.
Yeah, good shot there from Lucas, muscled it. Again, Lucas looking to be positive. Pitched in his half and he goes after him over his head for a boundary. Good intent by Lucas.
Great to see, he really struck that well. Plenty of power, muscle. Timed it well too. Well, that's going to give the Kenyan dugout a little bit of heart, a little bit of respite. 6 overs still to go. Let's say they manage even 50. We're talking about at least 100. That's what we need here, Steve, to make sure that there's a decent contest here in this 4th match. Remember, if you're just tuning in, Nepal lead this 5-match T20 contest 2-1. And if they win today, then it will be an unassailable lead. Nicely on the back foot, saw it to the bat. No 2 here.
Easy.
Well, if you're a good judge of length, then you can easily go back to slow spinners and make sure that you have plenty of time on the back foot to push things around. Not that you can play a very aggressive shot. So the field for Alam, 3 on the offside inside the ring. Short third, backward point, the man in the covers, and a short fine. So if you can sweep, you can get a few runs. There is a deep square. Goes straight across. Has he got enough? Looks like he does. That's what they need, another big 6. And Lucas is cutting loose.
Good shot from Lucas. Goes down on his knee. Plays the slog sweep. And like I said, Lucas is showing intent. Something that lacked with the top order batters. Goes there on one knee. Slog sweeps into the deep mid-wicket boundary.
There was a fielder there, but he took him on. Knew he had the strength to clear. Now, what does Alam come back with? Maybe further out, away from off stump? Yes. And the cut comes and it's up in the air. Slices off the face of the bat. Good enough for one. We'll have to call that a false shot. Try to muscle it. Nelson doing the right thing. The man races in from deep mid-wicket, making sure there's no 2. But at least Nelson's keeping the scoreboard moving and playing without danger.
Yeah, I think Nelson has realized his role. Just keep picking the singles and give the strike to Lucas.
Oh, goes again for the big slog sweep, but it was slower. Well done by Alam. Tricked him by varying his speed. Lucky to get away. Lucas.
Looking to go deep mid-wicket again, Lucas. Should have looked to go inside out, extra cover.
The end of a slightly better over for Kenya. That big 6 in it. And after 15, just 5 left. 63 for 6. Let's go.
Scorecard T20 after 15 overs for the Lagos team.
Last 5 overs. Steve Tukolo's taken a well-deserved break, and I'm joined once again by Kennedy Oboya. I'm afraid we don't have good news for you, Kennedy. 5 overs left, 63 for 6. Even if you would get, say, 10 runs and over from here, maybe 110, I don't think it's going to be competitive, seeing what we have of the Nepal batting so far. But I'll give them a chance. They'll go back into the dugout feeling better about themselves. If they lose no more wickets, or maybe one wicket or so, and get another 50 on the board, taking them to 113, 115, possible?
Oh, it's quite disappointing, very, very disappointing. And that's another say you'll come back here, and or as we come back to the disappointing part. The disappointing part has been, it's a group of players which you've been having for the last 10 years. Yeah, if you ask me, it's time to move on. Get more youngsters, get them more involved. Pick a little bit of more youngsters, and that's where the management should try and go. How do we get more youngsters involved?
Well, that's a big question. I'll leave it to you and the rest of Kenya, but I'm sure much more work in the school level, at the league level. Karan KC digs it in again. This time they will take the single, taking on that fielder from backward point who races in. But yes, the game does require new, hungry young stars coming in, and I'm sure that will happen. It's just that international cricket was away for so long. Now it's back, and matches here at the Nairobi Gymkhana, seeing other international teams, seeing themselves on television. All of this does inspire a whole lot of youngsters.
It's quite disappointing to me. What I'm very disappointed about, there's no fight, there's no commitment from the guys who are in. You got to show us some commitment, show us some passion. You're playing for the national team, you're wearing the national colors. Show something. You can't just be, and you're playing at home. It's a home series. Yeah, you got to show that you can play this game. It's quite disappointing from where I'm sitting from.
Well, yes, the score reflects that. 64 for 6. Just under 5 overs to go. Lucas, ever since he's come in, has tried to hit big. Needs to choose the right ball. Edged again and under the keeper. Now, do remember, the keeper was hurt earlier on. He might have shied away from that bounce, which was once again just in front of him. And I think he is happy to try and call the physio again, or some assistance at any rate. Did he get a bottom edge to that?
No, I don't think so. He just kept low, just went through his legs. Quite disappointing, Adil. You've kept the standard very high, and that's the most. And this is the challenging pitch when you're a keeper. You got to stay low. You got to stay low and watch the ball more. It's everybody's expecting you to stop it, so you got to try and stay low.
Well, perhaps he called for his helmet. Now we know, because you don't want the ball bouncing onto your face and going in for a dental appointment.
Yeah, come about it disappointing. From here, the boys are going to South Africa. If you ask me, I would go with youngsters. Get at least 7, 8 youngsters on that team and let them get that experience, because we have hung on for the team for a very long time. Move forward.
I'm sure somebody's listening to you, Kennedy, and we'll see whether that happens. But here today, there are 4.5 overs for these two batting for Kenya to show some more enterprise. Swings big, almost catches Nehemiah at the non-striker's end. Was a little late on that, got it high on the bat.
Yeah,
There was something that if we go, we still got to work. I'll keep on mentioning this now and gonna go on and on about it. Now, where do you go from here? You got to give more opportunity for the guys who haven't got a chance. You have already lost the series the way it looks like. They still got to bet, they still got to ball, but at the moment, the score is quite low. It's going to take some good bowling to defend it.
Well, unless you make about 120 or so, I don't think you'll challenge Nepal, but we'll see where we end up. Lucas, will he swing big again? No, just dabs it away. Now this could be dangerous. The throw comes in. Is it gone? We'll have to see. Lucas was racing in. Direct throw from backward point was a brilliant piece of fielding.
And that's it. The umpire is not interested at all. But the way he entered, that's what makes it difficult. And the umpire is standing right on the line. We can't see anything. So you can't tell whether there is in, is out.
Ooh.
He's standing right in, on the line. And he's not moved at all still. He's right on the line, so I can't see anything, so I can't tell.
Well, we'll have to say that's very, very tricky for a third umpire as well. I don't quite know how it's all going to go, but how can he possibly decide from that? Because he's got no sight on the line. Unless there are some other angles, I suspect not. So he might actually get away with it.
I said the benefit goes to the batsman, that's what they say, but a very good fielding and a good throw.
Yes, let's repeat that. Nepal doing very well from backward point. Karan Casey looks on. Not that this wicket will go to his column, but of course it'll go to the team, and it may not, because I'm afraid we may not have another angle. So Lucas lucky, and that's good for Kenya, if that's how it turns out. Karan has always bent his back. Really game trier. I don't think the run was on, but Lucas took off anyway.
You can't get it from that angle. It's going to be very hard. It doesn't matter the angle now. The umpire's already covered you. He's already covered you.
Yeah, I'm afraid there's no joy there for the third umpire to take a decision based on what. So I suspect, as you said, it may go to the batsman. It does. Green light, he'll stay. That was a very risky run in the face of the ball, going straight on the bounce to the backward point fielder who was racing in. Did very well to hit it direct.
And the good thing I'll talk about again, the Kenyans, the good thing is that everybody has got a chance. So everybody has got something on his name. The scorers will tell us how much you've performed, what's your score, if you're a bowler, how many overs have you bowled, did you manage to get the wickets, were you brought in as a batsman, as specialist batsman. Those are the things that, all the questions which must be answered.
No matter. Nelson and Oluok are still there. Oluok on 17 is on strike. Edged just to the right of the keeper, who's moving a bit to his left. Could he have gotten to that? I'll leave it to Kennedy, but it is a very welcome four. The boundary for Oluok.
We needed that. He moves in, he opens the face, there you go, runs it down. Still count 4 runs. Good placement. And that brings the end of the over, and the score is 74 for 6.
Karan Casey will wonder whether that could have been taken by the keeper. A big dive to his right, who alone knows, but it did speed past. And as I said, Arjun Sao, the keeper, was moving to his left. The ball was tailing in.
I think Lucas has shown some outstanding with his bat and the ball on the first game. Yesterday he didn't bowl that well, but the other game, the first game and the second game, he has bowled very, very, very well. And the batting, he has shown he can really prove. In this T20, you need an all-rounder, which has proved his worth being in the team.
Well, this could be a big over. Sandeep Lamichhane, the skipper from the commentator's end. Is that taken edged? Well, Nepal go up, but of course Nelson walks, which is good to see. The umpire took his time, and first ball by the skipper works again. Tried to cut that, didn't have the commitment. Good take by the keeper.
Very good keeping, very good. That's what we have to see, especially when there's spin and bounce and his hand positioning. Look at his hand position, perfect. Where he goes there, perfect position. And a very, very, very good catch. And Sandeep gets another one. Kenya in all sorts of trouble.
Well, yes, but I have to mention once again, Nelson Odhiambo actually walked because the umpire was taking his time to decide. And for me, I know this is a critical situation. You want to be there, but wonderful to see. So 100 out of 100 to Nelson for his fair play and spirit, which is really what the game's all about. But these days the pressures are such that people don't walk. So, well done, Nelson.
There we go.
Took one for the game, not for the team.
There off we go, and goes out Nelson, comes in the captain, Shem Goche. And Sandeep is right on a roll. A wicket on the first ball.
Yeah, he was already the highest wicket taker of the series. He was on 5 before he started, took 2 before this, got to 7, and that made him pass Raj Patel. He's now on 8 wickets. And of course, Raj Patel still to bowl in the second innings here.
Good fielding. Good fielding.
Wow, did you see what the keeper did?
Perfect.
Received the ball and then threw it down to the stumps. What a pro, he's only 19. I suspect the batsman was in, but great skill by Arjun South.
Very good one. Arjun, he's been outstanding. There you go. Look at the hands. Good hands. Oh, good one.
But the batsman was in. Shem. Well, he does bowl a fabulous googly in the top spin as well, which doesn't go either way.
He's putting pressure. He's bowled a wicket, dot. Where does Shem go from here? He doesn't have the luxury of blocking.
I think it's going to be another googly. Oh, the leg spinner. Bowled at pace, and Shem, no feet moment. I don't think he knew what was going on there. Just hung his bat out. Lucky not to get an edge.
Exactly. With Rakeb bets, the bowler is different, the pitch is different, everything is different. New batsmen come in, and things have turned. It's hard to get even a single shot.
Cuts pretty sharply. Big run for the cover sweeper. They should take 2. Shem needs to motor. Think he's there, but I don't think he's the quickest between the wickets, Kennedy.
Really pushed him hard, but good fielding and good throw. Just a touch quicker could have put Shem in trouble.
He's already winded, but I think he's safe. The 2 was always on. What a fine over from Lamichhane though. Wicket off the first delivery, 3 dots. He's given 2 runs away. Taken the slip away, no slip is back. Which is the right thing to do. Shem really has only just come in. Pressure stays. No, short ball to backward point, 2 misses. And the cover sweeper once again runs around. They should take 2. Shem's racing in. Well, that's poor at backward point. Sandeep will be pretty displeased. "17 gone. It's 78 for 7.
Can they reach 100 in the 2 overs? Can they push it to 100? It'll be very interesting. They get to 103 overs. Those are 18 balls. You need at least 22 runs. Push it to 100. Get somewhere close to 100. Get something that you can defend. If they can get it to 100, it's going to be very. Lucas has batted very well. He's on 21. Captain is on 4. Kenya in all sort of trouble. 78 for 7. Nobody really got a start who could really finish well.
Well, Sompal Kami comes back. He has only 1 over left, and they're choosing to bowl him from the opposite end. Not the commentators aren't where he began from. And of course, we know he's a very steady bowler without question. Doesn't give too much away.
Yeah, he bowled very well with the new ball.
Sandeep Lamichhane still has an over, and so does Shahab Alam, the lefty orthodox. I wonder if that's going to be the 3 overs that are still to be bowled.
It's a tough one.
Karan's finished.
Tough call for Kenyans. Can they get to 100, get something to defend? Give yourself a chance.
Well, they should. Get 30. Good. Get 30 more. Swings it big. That's a handsome 6 into the clubhouse roof. Brilliant. What a shot. Lucas, he can hit it big. Loved seeing that. And suddenly the crowd is alive.
And that's what you want to see. I think it's proved to be an all-round, as we said earlier. And if you look at how he positions himself very well, waiting for it, and he's a big boy. Hits it well. 6 runs. Good shot. We need many more like that from Lucas.
Sompal Kami looking a little embarrassed. All bowlers do when they get hit big. Here's another look. Cleared his left leg, swung it big. And boy, went straight into the roof of that Nairobi Gymkhana. Probably leave a little dent there for people to point it out in the future years. Very full.
Swing again.
Well, he's swinging so hard, Lucas. He's going to do his back in unless he connects.
He wants to take it out of Gymkhana.
But yeah, that was well bowled by Sompal Kami. Well outside off. And Lucas trying to fetch it from there. Down on one knee, trying to hit the same angle. But wasn't the same ball.
That's the whole idea. If you could ball to him wider. So if he's thinking, you've got to try and go extra instead of going across.
Similar ball by Sompal Kami. I think he's just inside that line. And of course Lucas waiting for that wide, saying, "Umpire, come on, I can't even reach it." That's because he's looking to hit it leg and the ball's about 2 feet outside the off stump on the
And that's what
offside.
I was saying. And that's what I'm saying is he's worked him well. Don't ball on his half and ball it a little wider. Force him to hit you on the off. If he wants to fetch it, let him fetch it from there.
There is a long off too in case he clouts it straight. Does catch it really well. Does it go to long off? No, just over him. Brilliant. What a strike again. I was mentioning you go straight, you can get full dividend, and he did.
That's what I'm saying. There's no area. Look at where he moves. Don't ball on his half. You got to ball it away from him. Middle it. It doesn't matter where the fielder is. It's still clear. 6 runs.
Good passage of play for Kenya. 12 runs off this 18th over. What does Sompal Kami do next? Oluwach hits it big when he gets it.
He moves to 33 quickly. That's been good betting.
Yeah, let's not forget, individually done very well. Easily the high scorer of the team. Well, big bouncer by Sompal Kami. Is that going to be a wide? Perhaps not. A lot of work for the keeper to do.
The umpire's given one for the over. It's going to be interesting. That's the area to ball. Just don't ball on his half. If you ball on his half, he's going to go over the top. Let him think a little bit as a batsman. Let him think that he's going to think of going on the back and expect the short ball, slower ball, ball it away from him. It's much easier. Force him to go extra.
He'll have to bowl slightly fuller. His bouncer for the over up. Oh, just trying to hit it too hard. We were all watching the boundary line. But it goes to the keeper. Still slightly better for Kenya. 18 gone.
Balls. What can they get in 12 balls? Can they get 20 runs in 12 balls?
I think so easily, but the strategy has to be right because Shem Ngoche really should not be looking to hit big. Bat to ball, take the single and get Oluwach back on strike.
Very important. Well said. He's going to get contact with every ball, but he's trying to swings. There's no point of you getting 3 dot balls and getting a boundary of 4 runs. It doesn't count.
Or worse, 3 dots and then a single. You've taken the over up. So it's very important now for Nepal also to understand that and try and get more people closer to the bat to avoid the single. Irie comes in. Okay, I thought it might be Alam, who still has an over, or of course Sandeep Lamichhane, but as we know, Irie got hit for plenty of runs the last match, but the one before that, with his fast, what do we call them, medium, 3-step medium pace deliveries, there's no spin. He does very well. Here we go. This is good. Don't take the 2. Don't take the taking the 2.
Good running. Good running. Good running. Good running between the wicket. The captain watched a little bit. The fielders are deep. He just tapped it close, squeezed in 2. He didn't dart it. He tried to spin it. He wants him to use his feet.
I'm sorry, I'm not being too kind to the skipper here, Shem. I thought they'd take the one and let Oluwach hit it big. But Shem wants the strike.
He's also a good hitter. Let's see if he can pull it through, but it's a long boundary. Tries to go to the top, just gets a single.
Once again, Irie firing it in.
He's bowling it well.
He doesn't allow batsmen to get underneath usually, but yesterday he went for quite a bit.
That's expected. If you're bowling in the last few overs, sometimes it doesn't go your way. But the 2 games he's bowled very well. Even today he started well. He started with 2 and then he started 2 and then a single. Just don't force a boundary. Let's see from Lucas. It's going to be interesting.
Well, he's got to bowl really full here, otherwise Lucas is going to get underneath that and the ball will disappear. Oh, and a miss. Lucas trying to hit too hard. That was a good ball.
Very good ball. He's just hit the pitch and hit a little bit shorter. Even if he mistimes it, it'll still go the way he's swinging.
Slower one and taken. Wow, what a catch. Brilliant. That might be hurting his palm, but well caught. Well, here's another bowler for Nepal who's taken a wicket.
Good slower ball.
Easy.
He got 2 runs, 1 a wicket, a dot, and then a wicket.
Well, let's see whether Shem now can take his side over 100. 7 balls to go. Swings it big, gets plenty of it. That's going to be a 6. Well done, Shem Goche. The crowd loves it. Plenty of applause. And Shem has taken Kenya to 100. Well done, handsome shot.
Puts it, swings well, he can hit it. And that's what the Kenyans have been looking for quite a while. At least reach 100, get a respectable score. Can they reach 110 now from where they can get 10 runs of this over? If it goes a heavy one, you have to run to about 120. And then they throw it back. The batsmen, as usual, throw it back to the bowlers and tell the bowlers, we have got the runs. Try and defend it.
Well, you've got some more, the bowlers should say. Sandeep Lamichhane, the skipper of Nepal, comes in to bowl the last over, which is a little risky. At times he does go for quite a bit. His economy rate not fantastic, but he is the lead wicket taker. I think he fancies taking the last wicket or 2. 100 for 8, Kenya. And they will try and go big. Does he trick them like a lot of wrist magicians do?
Patel can't pick his googly easily.
Oh!
The first one starts with a leg break.
Whoa, easy now. Arjun Saud claiming that now once the bails were up, I think the ball would be dead. He did try and take the stumps out, indicating that it was a second attempt. But the umpire's having none of that.
That is not moved at all. He didn't even ask for the third umpire. Arjun was saying, go upstairs. Mr. Umpire said, I know what I'm doing. It's not out.
Well, in the middle of all of that, we'll have to admit, a wonderful delivery by Sandeep Lamichhane, who was once again appealing to the umpire, suggesting, well, why don't you go up? But I'll leave it to the umpires now to take these decisions. 1 good ball, 5 to go. No doubt there'll be some big swinging. Again, slightly wider. Well, Arjun's got to stop playing these games. There's no attempt at taking a run.
I only see that in school cricket.
Somebody's got to tell him. Once again, outside off, this time gone. Elijah danced down the track a bit, trying to get closer to the pitch of the ball, and Sandeep bowled so cleverly. Well outside off stump, Arjun. He collected it cleanly, and this time the stumping does work. His man way out of the crease.
And that's what I'm saying. Good, he stepped out. There was no need. You've already wasted 2 balls. If I was the one, I would tell him, go there, just block. Let Shem come and face it. But he'll all say, the batsmen didn't do their job. It's not my job. I will try and swing as hard as I can and get a boundary. And that brings the end of Elijah Otieno's score. And the score is 100 for 9.
Last batsman comes in, Patel, such a good bowler. But we've seen him bat on occasion, just a couple of deliveries. I don't think he has the strength to clear the boundary. Needs to go to the gym a little more, Kennedy. But if he can get a few more runs here, who knows? The last few runs always seem to weigh heavy. And Sandeep Lamachane will choose to go round the wicket.
You don't need to go to the gym when you're coming from 3 steps. Just toss it.
Whoa!
What a ball.
Bounce and well done. Man from short third, Alam races in. That ball was bouncing along. If the dive hadn't come at the right time, he could have gotten 4. The ball just took off.
Look at the bounce. I like that. It's a top spin. Look at how it bounces. So it's a very good ball. Could have not got a replay, but if you've got the replay, it's a good bounce.
I'll tell you what, if the pitch is misbehaving, it could get a little heavy for Nepal. Very good over by Sandeep Lamachane. It was a little brave for him to bowl as a spinner the last over, because you know everyone's going to swing big.
And that's what I like about this. The captain, take the responsibility. Take it by yourself.
Last ball of the innings. And it's high in the sky. Does it go all the way? No. Long off, getting underneath it. Karan KC takes it comfortably. And Sandeep picks up yet another wicket. Well, he's picked up, I think, a 5-er today. Well done, Sandeep. He'll remember this match for a long time. He'll owe that last wicket to this man. Karan, a comfortable catch. Got nicely underneath. And Shem Ngoche trying to go big in the last ball. You can't hold that against him.
Not at all.
A fine 13 for the captain. And it's 101 all out on the last ball. Kenya.
It's going to be quite interesting. Try to swing, we try to go over the top, but just try to go up there. My big question is, the 101 won't be enough. It's about the Kenyans to try and fight as hard as they can. That's what they have, and that's what they're going to try and get. In Nepal, easy, should be easy. The way they've been betting, it looks like an easy runs to get.
Well, the number of runs is not big. Yes, I agree. But I do suspect that if the pitch starts acting up and the uneven bounce that we've seen in the last couple of, well, I mean, through the match a bit, could be a factor that Nepal need to consider. So instead of playing big shots, they can afford to win this by just pushing it for 1s and 2s.
Easily.
They can cruise to it. You're looking at the Nairobi Gymkhana. We're covering the Nepal-Kenya series live. This is T20 number 4. Nepal already leads 2-1, having won the match yesterday. What a fine Sunday it turned out to be. And when they come back, they will need to score 102 to make it 3-1 in the 5-match series, effectively taking an unassailable lead. The Nepal chase when we return.
Sports and media work for partnering with Cricket Kenya. Dapper Bet has title sponsors, Nairobi Sports House, Mark Coffee. Hello. Strictly, Good Sports, we acknowledge you. Pacific Star, Sports Ventures, our national cricket sponsor. Nairobi Gymkhana for use of the ground and accommodation. Texas Security and Security sponsors, and Fisher Hospitals for provision of medical and ambulance.
Our scholars, Brandon Mogusu, Margaret Banja, and Tadwin Prayer. Umpires, Tanjinal, Joseph Karun.
So ni ndimo hata unaweza kuja kufikia.
Thanks to the Kennedy, Steve, and all the people present over here. Thank you. Right now, the Nepal's head coach is present with us, Manoj Prabhakar, sir. Sir, thank you for joining us. Are you happy with the team performance? People are appreciating you on social media. How will you react to it?
The main thing is, as I said, we are in the process of learning day by day, match by match, because it's very new team, a very young team. So I always say, just, you know, whatever mistake you do, just don't repeat it. So that's the way they improve. They, if you see the match by match, they are performing well, and you know, they are learning. Whatever I say, they are, doing it.
So what is your vision and planning for the Nepal cricket team in next 2 years as they are performing phenomenal?
2 years is a very long time. I think within 6 months you will come to know where they stand, and I think what we are aiming to get involved in one-day tournaments and one-day achievement. So our team has to be in upper grade. So this is the way we are aiming for.
So the shift from one of the most successful cricketers to the national team's head coach, which one is more challenging for you? One, you have experienced it, and another one, you are experiencing it.
The main thing is what I got and what I learned from my whole career. So I want to, share it with the youngsters. The way they are, improving day by day, I appreciate their effort, and I think it's good for the team and good for the Kenyan, Nepal team also.
Thank you for joining us. It was wonderful talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So Nepal needs 102 run to win this match. That's it from the ground. Stay tuned for the second inning. Over to the commentary box.
Bet on the same surface. So it's upon them to show us some fighting skill. It's going to be quite interesting and very exciting. They can get 2-3 quick wickets, they're definitely on it. Bowling has got to be spot on, and betting has got to show us that they can chase it easily. As the way Nepali betted yesterday, they chased it easily, Steve.
Yeah, Kenya didn't bat as we had expected this afternoon. They've put up a target of 101. Nepal needs 102 to win this game. But again, Kenyan...
And the fast ball gets a wicket! The Kenyans did it all, and they've got it exactly. What the Kenyans did is the fast ball to get a wicket, to get quick wickets. They've got one already. A swing. He didn't even have time to look at the pitch. He swung hard and he nicked it to the keeper.
And Elijah runs in, bowls it in the right area. Pawan goes for a big cut, manages to edge it to the keeper, and Kenya get the first wicket. Like I was saying, Kennedy, Kenya don't have enough runs on the board, but it is their time now to bowl, and the key would be for them to look to pick wickets as quickly as possible if they want to win this game and keep the series alive.
That's the whole thing. Disappointed fast ball he faced, Elijah. Fast ball, wicket. Can they keep on picking up wickets? That's the most important thing. Let them pick up wickets.
Yeah, and when they do pick up the wickets, they'll create some pressure in the Nepal dugout. Usually also small targets are very tricky. You don't, just pick your singles. So yeah, Kenya need to pick wickets as early as possible.
And yesterday, Nepal went hard initially and it paid off. Went very hard. When it's fast, straight away there's a slip. There's a fast slip. They're still not looking like they can believe they can defend this, but there should be some belief.
The new batsman is Gyanendra Mala, one of the senior players in the team. Yesterday he was man of the match, scoring 46 or 41 balls.
And he's off the mark. He just trickles on the leg, picks up the single.
The other thing with this low target, Kenya will need to be very sharp in the field. Don't allow Nepal just to rotate the strike easily, because if they do that, then the rate required is 5 runs per over. If they keep rotating the strike, then it becomes easy.
Arjun yesterday played attackingly, attacked well. He didn't give the Kenyan bowlers a chance. Mid on mid of come up, stop the single, let him hit on over you. Yeah, if you're fielding the boundary, you got to stop the single. Let's see if we take on Elijah, who is more experienced. Good ball, good area. What a start, and well played. Arjun watched the ball careful.
Kenya need to believe here. They need to believe that they can defend this target. The wicket is also not that easy. Slow-paced. And with the spinners, we saw the wicket was holding and taking turn. So Kenya need to believe.
The area needs to ball. And can Arjun attack the way he attacked yesterday? He attacked very well. It's a wide ball down leg, well taken by Sukhdeep. Steve is trained to be he was an off spinner. Initially, he's trained to be a wiki. And when you're speaking with him, we told him it's a tough job for it to be a wiki and an opening batsman, which he does at his club level, or to bat 1, 2, and 3. You need to be completely fit, extra fit, for you to be a wiki batsman. Good length Elijah is hitting. Those are the good areas. He's not giving him room at all.
Arjun just taps it down to third man and picks a single. Nepalis will just keep on thinking, keep rotating the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking.
That's the whole idea. There's no scoreboard pressure. If you can maintain those 1s and 2s, and once in a while squeezing a boundary, it will work. On the leg side, they've got a protection there. They get a single. Still flat for Kenya. There's no supporting each other. Nobody's chatting.
They will be disappointed with their batting display, but that is now behind you. That is history. You're on the field now, bowling and fielding. Support each other. Back up the bowler.
Good area from Elijah. Good area. And finish a brilliant over from Elijah. And the score is 4 for 1. Body language is not impressive at all. Everybody is looking down. It's what you have. It's 100. So believe. If you believe you can defend it, you will defend it. But you got to believe a little bit. There's an issue, the side screen. The umpire is saying move the side screen. The batsman is saying I need to be moved. And coming from the commentator's end will be Lucas will watch. He's been bowling quick and he's batted well, Steve.
Yeah, Lucas is a very good all-rounder. He can get you those quick runs down the order. And obviously his bowling, we've seen what he has done in the past 3 games, hitting the good areas, bowling the heavy ball.
Yesterday, he wanted to place the ball. Arjun didn't give them time at all. Every time they bounced it a little bit short, 3/4 length, he went with it. But because they didn't push the ball, if they can push it today, they'll create pressure on him. Oh, good ball. What a start. What a start. It was a little bit outside off some, ball a little bit more closer. Don't give him room.
And a good ploy there by the Kenyans, starting off with the slips in place. Because again, small target, you need to pick the wicket. So you don't want an edge to go in a vacant slips.
You need wickets. You need wickets. Good ball.
Watch it, watch it.
Bowling at 12th ball, nice and tidy. Fast over, he hasn't given room. Arjun played positive yesterday. He attacked them, he didn't give them room. Is the surface, can the surface allow that? leg side again. Single ones and twos will do, but can Kenya create that pressure? Have that scoreboard pressure, create the pressure. Can Nepalis attack the way he attacked yesterday? Arjun is facing Lucas for the first time. He attacked yesterday, he attacked him well. He didn't give him room, he didn't give him time at all to settle in. They nearly blocked his favorite area, but he'll still go. Will not wait. Good area. That's the area to ball to him. Don't give him room. That's it. Good defense from Arjun. Fast ball. Having a look. It's this kind of players who doesn't look for long. He'll definitely do something.
But as a bowler, you've just got to stick to your lines and lengths. Try and hit the good areas. Force an error from him.
Good pace. That's what you want to see. Good pace. The ball is in the gloves. That's it. That's where you want it to be. Keeper picked it. That pick really took off.
Lucas doing a good job so far in this over. Just a single off the 5 balls. Can he finish strong?
Nepal deck out, they're nice and calm, they're on top. They believe they can chase it easily. What a shot! Nearly took Lucas off. Short ball, that's the area that you want. Very good shot. Punches on the back foot, nearly took Lucas' head.
Good shot there from Arjun. Lucas pitching it short and Arjun going for the pull shot, but ended up slapping it back over the bowler for a boundary. Finishes the over with a 4. Nepal 9 for 1 after 2 overs.
Oh, nearly took off his head. Hit it hard. But look at everybody, you must have picked him up. If you're a coach, if you're a player, pick it up very quickly that he loves it on that short ball area. So push him a little bit in front. Hit a 3/4 length.
Elijah continues from the Forest Road end for his second over.
Good shot. Like the first one hard. Pushing for the second one. Can they get 3? Good fielding from Raj. Chased it all the way. Good running in between 3 wickets. 3 runs, sorry. Beg your pardon. I still believe because it is getting in and working it on the leg side. So you got to get somebody at mid-wicket. Short mid-wicket, it could go up there.
So far the field setting is for Elijah to bowl the off-stump line. But Mala there walking across and flicking it through short mid-wicket.
Good ball. That's the area that you should bowl to him. He doesn't like it there. He loves it when it's a little bit short. On the short of good length, he'll punch and pull easily. He's not giving him room at all. Bring him up 3/4 length. He's in the good area, Steve, but because he's lacking a little bit of pace, so he's not really troubling him. He has a lot of time to go behind it. Good change of pace, good ball. He's mixing up well.
So far Nepal not in a hurry. knowing that they're chasing 102 to win. They can just do it in singles. No need to take that risk, looking for a boundary.
That's it, Steve. If you have wickets in hand towards the end, it becomes easier. You can accelerate, just make sure the new ball doesn't...
Chance for a run out.
Siri. Good throw, but that's poor fielding. If you're standing in the inner circle, you just said it just now, don't let them pick easy singles. Attack the ball and throw. Yeah, Sachin is waiting right outside the boundary. There's a roundish, or is it roundish point, roundish gully, or deep gully?
And for Mala, we see a field change. Short mid-wicket in place now.
What a catch from Collins! What a beautiful catch! Outstanding performance! It was strike hard, but Collins right on top of it. That's what you want to see. If they've got to win, they've got to take all these chances. Good catch.
And good fielding change there by the captain. Moved Collins from sleeps to short mid-wicket. And immediately Collins takes a catch there. The ball was struck very well by Mala, but brilliant catch from Collins.
And he used his height well. Very, very well. It was struck very hard. He took it easy. Collins is always a very good fielder. Oh, didn't move like as if the ball moved anywhere, but he took it to strike quite hard. And that brings the end of a brilliant over. Or still brings the end of a brilliant over on the third over with a brilliant catch from Collins, and the score is 13 for 2.
At the fall of Mala, in walks Rohit Patel. Nepal 13 for 2 after 3 overs. And we see a bowling change from the city end. The captain himself, Shem Ngoche, comes on.
That's what you want to see, good catching. That was struck hard and very, very, very hard. He made it look easy.
Yes, and Collins is a good fielder. He's done it over the years for Kenya. When he came in, he was patrolling the point area and took some blinders in that region. He has good hands, good height, and that is what worked for him.
He's made use of it nicely. Shame, can you create pressure? Arjun didn't waste time with the spinners last game. Another wicket! Kenya on top easily! 2 wickets. I said you don't talk about the wicket, about the stuff until you see two teams batting. Shame on his fast ball, gets a wicket. The Kenyans are on the roll.
Looked like the ball stopped in the wicket there, and Arjun was quick to the shot, just lobbing it to covers to Sachin Budia.
Did the ball stop Steve on his head? Hard hands, pushed it, because he's normally hits the ball, so he didn't want to wait. He thought it was there to be hit, and the Kenyans have created a little bit of pressure and panic. That's what they were looking for. 13 for 3.
On this surface, Kennedy, the spinners will be in business. In the first innings, you saw how the Nepali spinners bowled. So the Kenyan spinners, I think, feel they're in this game if they bowl well.
If they keep on picking wickets in the game, they can squeeze one more in. As we say, one brings 2. And Rohit comes in with a lot of pressure. And Rohit, they're both on the first any. 2. Is he going to have 2 slips, 2 catching? There's catching. No, it's not there. He's asking Sachin to go back. Collins on the slips. Very poor ball. Should have bowled up. That's good running. That's good running. Midfield, and they pick two. That's the beauty of running hard. Shame, can he get it up? Landed it short on that one. Pushed again. Will they get two? And then Rakeba's got a good arm. One run picked. Technically, Steve, I think they were chasing. They're chasing. They're defending 100. I should have bowled Shame. I should have bowled Shame instead of bowling. Because he's a wicket taker. Quran. They're still picking up singles. Stop the singles. Come up. Chalk him up and stop the single.
So far, a good over there from Shem. One ball to go.
Create the pressure. That's it. You got to create the pressure.
2 balls to go. Sorry.
Good ball. Good ball from Shem. Good fielding from Sachin. Right, Aaron, they've got to rebuild from here. If they lose another wicket, they dug themselves into a hole. Too short again, but well played. That brings the end of a very good over from the Kenyans, and they are trying to pull it back. And the score is 17 for 3. Steve, I think they could have bowled Viraj. It's good they have bowled Shame, but I think Viraj is your wicket taker. You need wickets. So if you bowl him, if you bowl him, you don't have so much runs to create, and they'll play the batsmen Rohit and Aaron will play more sensible. They'll not try to go after him, so he's got a chance of getting a wicket. One stops, one turn. And change of bowling. From the Forest Road end comes Lucas back, replaces Elijah. To pick up a single. Oh, good fielding. Good call. Good call from the partner. He took off quickly, but he came back. Still, it's a well-balanced team, very, very well balanced. At the moment, if Kenya can get one, it's going to be very interesting towards the end. One wicket. The dangerous Arjun is out. He played some very good shots yesterday.
There's a little stoppage as the screen is getting moved. Lucas coming left arm over from the Forest Road end.
Down the leg. It drifted again down the leg. That's the area they don't want to bowl. Releasing the pressure. Keep on bowling across. There's a slip. There's a gully. Everything is on the off. Stay on the off. Good shot. 4 runs. And it's an easy pickings. If you bowl it on that area, it's easy pickings. Bowl across. It's easy. If you bowl across, let him cut you or let him drive you. You've got all protection on that side. Good area. That's it. Much better. You only have 3 on the leg side. He's packed all his field on the off. There's a slip, there's a deep gully, there's a point, covers. All that's your area. That's where you're supposed to be landing the ball on that area. Let him hit you on that side. Yeah, better. Oh dear.
Chance of a run out.
Oh, very close. There was a mix-up in the middle. Nearly. The ball just bounced up. Should have got the wicket. A run out could have been made it more interesting, but that's good. It's all going well at the moment. There's a little bit pressure from the Nepal. They're trying to squeeze in something which is not there. And that's what I said. Ball on that side, it's easier. Again on the leg side. Picked a single. Great pressure. The boundary has released a little bit of pressure. You've seen a hint of spin, Steve. Should they keep on attacking with spin?
I think, yeah, the way the wicket has played, even when the Nepalis were bowling, it was taking turn. So it looks like a spinner's wicket. And the captain came on shame and immediately picked a wicket. So it's a good ploy.
It's a tough one. It's a very good ploy. Tough one. Because he's got 3 spinners. He's got himself. Viraj. Good area again. Good pickup from Rakib. And talking about pickup, it's a very, very, very good beginning of the first 5 overs. It had everything: wickets, runs, and as I say, as I take a small break, I welcome Charu to continue with Steve Tikola.
Nepal 23 for 3 after 5 overs, chasing 102 for victory. They find themselves in a spot of bother, but still long way to go with 7 wickets in hand. And as we welcome Charu into the commentary box, there's a bowling change from the city end. Captain, after picking a wicket off his first over, removes himself and brings on Simmers. And the wicket has seemed to favor the spinners.
Steve, you need to go down and talk to Shem, saying, what are you doing, Skip? You picked up a wicket. He was looking dangerous. They were still feeling he had a nice kind of pace going. Clever variations as well in terms of pace, Shem Ngoche. But decides that these two deserve a medium pacer and might let the pressure out, though. Still 1 over for power play. And to that extent, if Nepal want to go big this over, they have the opportunity. Only 2 men outside, 3rd man and a deep square.
And if they were to play big shots, I think it would be easier to play the seamers than the spinners.
True, the edges also fly.
Chance of a run out.
Whoa. Well, I tell you what, Steve, these guys are taking some really risky singles. I suppose they know that runs are coming at a premium, so try and pick them up as much as possible with the singles as well, but there's been some dangerous running.
Yeah, they have the coach's heart pumping.
Fortunately for Nepal, none of the throws have been direct yet. But I sense it's a matter of time only. Oh, no ball, no! That's the last thing you want. Nehemiah, what have you done? And of course the ball too should have been spanked for 4. That square cut but went straight into the covers. Huge opportunity now.
Yeah, and it's a free hit.
Well, we'll have to say that's a big error, because even just the possibility of a big hit on this no ball can release the pressure, release the valve. And the whole team tends to slump a bit if this should go for a big shot.
Let's see what reply Nehemiah has.
Rohit Patel wants to go big, and he does. That could go all the way. Brilliantly struck. Over long on for 6. Slightly short. Got behind it. No fear. Spanked it for 6.
Definitely no fear. Being a free hit, can't get out to this. Just sat back and waited for it. Nehemiah pitched it short. And Rohit Patel jumped onto it, hitting it for 6 over long on.
Well, I have to say, he caught it from the middle of the bat. Handsome strike. He's not a big man, Rohit Patel, but caught it from the sweet part of the bat. still plenty of opportunity for Nepal, beg your pardon, Kenya, because they've done very well in the power play. Whoa, just missing the outside edge as Rohit Patel walks into that. Now he indicates, yes, there was movement, but that was loose.
A good comeback there from Nehemiah, hitting the good area and the ball just drifting a little bit out.
The wind direction is that way too, cutting across from this direction, across the pitch from right to left. And Nehemiah Odhiambo using that well. 3 balls to go to end the power play. Nepal would like to end it well. Oh, down leg. That's another wide extra ball to be bowled. And if, in trying to go for a big hit, which I'm sure Nepal will, not considering the circumstance, if they do, and if Kenya pick up another wicket here, this could be a terrific match, Steve.
Yes, definitely. We said from the onset that for Kenya to be in this game, they need to pick wickets. Right now they've picked 3. If they pick another one, they'll have Nepal with their backs on the wall.
Again, down leg, off the pad for a leg by, but that line has to be corrected quickly.
Gets away with it. Anything on the bat would have been 4 runs because the fine leg is in at short fine leg.
A somewhat loose over by Odhiambo, a no ball, then getting hit off the 6, a wide, a leg by. And in the middle of that, there was that wonderful delivery that moved away from Rohit Patel. Good finish on the stumps there, but still good enough for a single. One more. I think these 2 batsmen are doing it well for Nepal right now. Just pushing, taking the singles, not taking too many risks. No big flash of the blade, no big hits, head in the air.
Yeah, with the target 101, 102 to win. If you just keep rotating the strike, it's 5 runs per over. Keep doing it in singles. All they need to do is just keep rotating the strike, pick the singles, they'll get the odd ball to score the boundary.
Oh, no ball again! No! This is disastrous for Kenya, and I say that because they've got such a low total to defend. If this goes for another big one or some more runs, then it will be maybe the over that did Kenya in.
Yeah, second no ball in this over. Again, a chance of a free hit. Kenya don't have enough runs to keep on giving extras away.
And it's again Rohit Kumar Patel who has been given this opportunity. What does he do now? He knows not to bowl a short ball because that was spanked. Maybe very full, if he can. A Yorker, Nehemiah. Oh. Well, the attempt was a full ball, that's for sure, but it went really wrong.
And he'll have to re-bowl that again. An extra run, extra ball.
Well, this is the time that Shem Ngoche needs to probably come and just give him a pat on the back and discuss a few things. But he's standing at extra cover. And to my mind, no words exchanged. No advice given.
Yeah, the Kenyan fielders look a bit deflated.
Don't they?
But again, you know, it's a team game. You need to lift each other up.
Full! That's what I thought he might want to do. It might not travel all the way because it'll plug. Went high in the air. Yeah, just a yard or two short. And they want the 3rd. And they have taken it. So, limited damage, but still a very expensive over. After 6, it's 39 for 3, or do we add another 3 to it? 39 for 3.
Yeah, 39 for 3 after 6. Again, I think this over has shifted the momentum to Nepal's side.
Now, a very important throw of the dice for Kenya as their lead left-arm orthodox comes in. Before this match, he was the leading wicket taker with 6. Very effective every single match. And of course, he's now been overtaken by Sandeep Lamichhane, who took a first ever, by the way, 5-for in his career. Sandeep Lamichhane in T20 career. And he now moves up to 10 wickets. Sandeep. Raj Patel, always dangerous. And this pitch is doing a bit. Every once in a while, there's a turn and bounce. So Patel and Irie need to be a little careful here. Whoa, first ball, turn, bounce. Patel so lucky that he didn't take off bail, and lucky that he kept his back foot in, or he could have been stumped. What a terrific start-up delivery.
Definitely, yeah, Raj starts off well, and he's been bowling well throughout this series. He's been the #1 bowler for the Kenya team and starts off very well. 2 dot balls.
I'd love to see that first ball again. Rohit Kumar Patel completely tricked, beaten. Well, shape to cut that. Once again, he indicated that there was more bounce than he anticipated. Got a slip. Oh, once again, brilliant. Patel doesn't know what's going on here.
Superb bowling there by Viraj. Just missed the off stump slightly.
This is the right thing to do. Irie goes across to talk to Rohit, saying, well, maybe you should stop flashing at it. The slip was interested, the keeper was interested, the off bail was interested. Much better. Play it off the back foot, got plenty of time. The wicket doesn't have so much pace, but it does have bounce.
Yes, it does, yeah. And also takes the turn. And this is what Kenya require right now. Keep it tight. He's bowled already 5 dot balls.
Well, again, a big swish and a miss. What is Rohit Patel doing? Looks completely second best on this occasion. Raj Patel, a fabulous over. 7 gone.
Shem come back again from the city end. He bowled from this end and picked a wicket. Then he comes back again. Wicket is playing and favoring spinners.
Well, this is a good move. We were wondering together, Steve, why did he take himself off and get Nehemiah Odhiambo? I think he realizes the same thing. He's brought himself back on. And it's now Irie. Very useful all-rounder for Nepal, who plays it out on the off. Much better thing to do. Just push it on the offside. Go with the spin. What a torrid over for Patel, the last one. He didn't know what was going on. Oh, got him. Step forward to a nothing shot. And the keeper did very well. Wonderful stumping, and Nepal lose their 4th, and a terrific delivery too. Was a nothing shot by Irie. I don't know where he was going walkabout.
Again, the spinner does the trick. I think he beat him in the flight there as Irie looked to place the ball through the covers and walked past it. Good stumping by Sukhdeep Singh. Like we've been saying, the wicket is favoring spin. So go with the spinners. As the ball turns, tremendous turn there. Walks past it. Good work by the keeper.
Well, great lengths as well. Sucking the batsman in to move forward for the drive, and yet it wasn't there at all. A bit of turn as well. And I'll have to say, Irie completely tricked by Shemgoche. Good wicket for the Kenyan skipper. Nepal 39 for 4, chasing 102 for a win. That's a really poor start.
And I would dare to say, Charu, Kenya needs to be on top of their game and realize what is working at the moment. And right now, spin is working for them.
Both Raj Patel, who was unlucky not to get a wicket, and Shemgoche here doing really well with the left-arm slow orthodox. Whoa, close to the off stump. As Arif chooses to leave that ball, it's one thing to not go forward, but on the back foot, he might have wanted to just push that on the offside and take a single somewhere.
That is pressure.
Just a shade fuller. Well played. And the possibility of a wicket maiden for Shemgoche. Won't he love to have that? Well done. A wicket maiden for Shemgoche. No run there. Brilliant. What a comeback.
Yes, skipper finishes off well. This will boost their morale up a bit. They've been down for the first few overs.
Well, all sorts of people are padding up now in the Nepal dugout. Sompal also happy to pad up, although I suspect he'll come much later. But they may well have thought that the bowlers are not likely to get a bat today. But you never know. This is looking really dangerous for Nepal now. They've got Rohit Patel, who's batted reasonably well. And of course, he got lucky to get that big 6 off the no ball, the next one. Off the free hit, that is. Tossed up. Inviting the big hit. Patel does well to keep it along the ground. And now, potentially trouble for Nepal, as Arif has only just come in. And if Raj Patel keeps it as tight as he did the last over, and Arif could be in for another torrid time. Oh, handsomely struck in the gap on the offside. The two fielders racing in will take at least 2. Just a shade too full, Raj Patel.
Yes, and that's good running from Nepal. We've seen Nepal do this throughout the series. Their running in between the wicket has been good.
Went just to the left of the fielder in the covers, well inside the 30-yard circle, hoping to stop the single. Now he moves a little further away, and they've got more protection on the offside. So, Raj, of course, needs to keep it well outside off. They've got 4 people in the circle as mandated, 1 at slip. Which, of course, means that there is a huge gap on the leg side. Nobody in the infield. There's a long on. Deep mid-wicket, deep square. Oh, well bowled and given. Well, I did think Arif would be in trouble. Again, such a teasing length, forcing Arif to go forward. Might have dragged his back foot. We'll try and see it later. But a wicket for Raj Patel and his very clever bowling.
Once again, superb bowling there by Raj. Good stumping by Sukdeep. The foot is on the line, and the line belongs to the umpire.
Well, why are they dragging their foot out all the time, the Nepal batsmen? This is looking terrible for Nepal right now. 42 for 5 after 8.3. Well, we did see him pad up a little earlier. Sompal Kami now comes in for Nepal at number 7. Would you believe, in the 9th over? Who could have thought? What a terrific fight back by Kenya. Steve, we have to say, the medium pacers did a little bit, but the spinners have been fabulous.
The spinners have been right on the money from the word go. And right now, the Nepal batters will be feeling the pressure.
Well, you think the target is so near, in a sense. It's only 102. But just short of halfway there, the runs are not a problem. All of a sudden, the wickets are a problem. And they'll have to do their best to not lose any more wickets, or maybe just one more to try and get to that total, because if they start running out of wickets, well, Kenya have this in the bag.
And the young man Sukdeep has been very good behind the stumps. He's taken 2 stumpings.
Turn, bounce for Patel. Sompal stretching forward, searching for that, lucky not to get an edge. Collins Obuya is at slip. I'm sure he's very interested. Every delivery must be thinking it's coming to me. Just a shade too full.
Another good over there from Raj. Picked a wicket and gave away only 3 runs. 42 for 5 Nepal after 9 overs. Charu, the game is in balance right now.
Well, I'm suggesting here that Kenya are on top. They've gotten rid of 5 top-order batsmen of Nepal. It's good to see people around here at the ground always, despite being Monday afternoon. Of course, it's a fine afternoon. Getting back to who's on top, I think Kenya are on top. Because not only have they gotten rid of the top 5, these 2 at the crease, Rohit's been there for a while, Sompal's new, I think are going to be very confused about how to handle the spin. They're unable to attack, and they haven't been able to get bat on ball while defending. Again, 2 full.
Misses out there, Rohit. Was pitched in his half.
Was a tentative drive, mind you. Now that ball ordinarily might have been struck a lot harder, but he was tentative. Look at the kind of respect being given to the left-arm spinners. This forward defensive head down. You might say under the circumstances that's acceptable. It's a T20, mind you. In the gap.
Yes.
Well, we'll have to see how Sompal Kami, who has bowled very well through the tournament, now handles the Kenyan spinners. He's not known to be a fabulous all-rounder, not according to me. So this could be, once again, a very testing time. I wonder how Sompal is feeling. Lots of nerves, no doubt, considering the situation.
And with that, the inner ring fielders must come a little bit tight in to stop him from picking a single.
Oh. Well, one bad delivery. And Sompal, since he's just come in, was unable to take advantage. Nobody at fine leg. Wow. He just had to get a little bit of bat to it. It would have been 4. Wide, though. Most batsmen would have put that wide away, knowing there's no fine leg for 4. Sompal's just come in, so we have to be a little kind and generous to him. Well played again. Last ball, another very tight over by Shem Goche. Oh, wow. The turn was brilliant, almost drifting into leg stump and then moving away. Sompal lucky it didn't take off bail. Steve, I know you're going to take a short break now, but 10 overs, Nepal 44 for 5, struggling to get to 102. Well, look at the Nepal dugout. Lots of drooping shoulders. A little embarrassing that they've lost 5 wickets in their chase for 102. Sukdeep's done very well as the keeper for Kenya. And talking about keepers, I have Kennedy Obuya here with me. Well, Sukdeep has done well, but how well have the spinners bowled, Kennedy? Fabulous today for Kenya.
Oh dear, 1 run. It's going to be a single. Yes, it is. Oh dear, oh dear. What a wicket. What a surface. I was very harsh on the Kenyans in the morning. It looks not an easy surface to bet on. But if you look at the way the Nepali is going on, they are going on reasonably well. They are not trying to attack. But for the spinner, it's going to try and sweep. There's nobody on the leg side. Play the pendle sweep. Don't let him be on top of you. They're playing Viraj very sensible, and they're playing Shem also sensible. So runs have got to come from somewhere. Kenyans have got a choice to pick the two spinners. They've got Rakeb can bowl a little bit of spin, Collins Obuya can bowl spin if it's taking turn. So it's quite reasonable balance at the moment.
Tosses it up, is that taken? Off the edge, given. Sompal saying, what? I didn't touch that at all. Well, you've got to go with the umpire's decision. Sompal, of course, is gutted. Was taken in the second attempt by Collins Obuya.
Oh dear, all sort of trouble. But the shot was not good at all. He tried to swing us under, it's good. Let's see where the ball goes, but a lot of pressure. He was not happy at all. Where does it go? There you go. Oh, it looks like there's a nick. It looks like there's no nick. I can't really tell whether there's a turn or there's a nick. But the Kenyans are happy. Good catch from Collins. That's it. Looks like the deviation is quite big. It's huge. Yeah. To take the ball there to the slips, it means that it must have touched something.
Well, actually, it hit the keeper's gloves and then went on to Collins, so it wasn't quite a thick deviation, but there was certainly a lot of turn and bounce as well. The keeper doing very well to get glove to it.
Trying to it. Let's see, keeper. No, tough one. Very tough one.
I think he hit a foot mark there as well and took off. Well, Sompal will think he's very hard done by, but the damage is done. Raj on the books will pick up another wicket. Here's Sompal in the dugout looking very upset with life.
This, you got to be upset, especially when your team is in trouble and you say, I didn't nick it. And the umpire, but it's the one, the umpire, the person right there in the middle is the one which matters. And Kenya gets their 6th one.
Adil, who bowled well today, picked up a couple of wickets.
Oh dear, that's it. Good ball from Viraj. Viraj is bowling his 2nd one, so he's got 2 more left. Can he pull a magic? Can Shem pull a magic? Can they bowl spinners? Kenyans are on top, 45 for 6.
Again, lots of hesitation. They were trying to sneak some singles in earlier, but considering that there's only 1 ball left, I think Rohit Kumar Patel indicated to Adil, you just stay there. Take care of this last ball. I'll be there for the next over. Off the back foot. Well played. Slightly short, Raj Patel. And once again, Rohit Patel not interested in the single. So another terrific over by the young Raj Patel. Left arm orthodox. 11 gone. 45 for 6. Nepal chasing 102.
And talking about change of bowling, they've decided, looks like the Collins has removed his cap. Is he bowling? Now there's going to be an interesting one. If he bowls well, he'll create pressure on them. He can repeat.
Well, he caught a wicket yesterday, a stumping down leg. From what I remember, I was down to the ground at that point of time. It was towards the end, and Nepal hit a few big ones to cross that 156. 157 their ask yesterday. Right now, only 102 the ask, and yet Nepal in all sorts of trouble.
No, seriously. Kenyans betted. We thought it was an easy truck. Doesn't look. The spinners were dominating the thing. The Kenyan spinners have come in. The seamers have done fairly well. Apart from Nehemiah's over, which was quite expensive, went for about 15 or 16.
You were mentioning that Collins doesn't bowl too much these days.
No, he doesn't bowl at all, completely. He bowls once in a while, so can he control it? That's going to be the crucial part. If he can control it and bowl a tight over, he'll create pressure.
Well, what's evident is that the pitch is taking plenty of turn, and there's bounce as well. He's got a slip. 2 men behind square on the off. For a slash that might be uppish, those 2 men behind square on the off are very important. Keeps it down on the ground. Just a hint of a wobble.
That's very poor. That's very, very, very poor from Alex Obanda. Didn't even move at all. Collins is upset. He's telling him, attack the ball, push it faster. We need to defend this.
The second was truly stolen. And why it's important is that Rohit Kumar Patel is the man in form. He's on 19. Adil is new. And Collins wanted to bowl at Adil. Not going to be, not for the moment. Again, short. And is that wide?
Also starts 2 runs.
Yeah, I wonder if Patel should have taken a big crack at it and gotten a boundary over the infielders in square, but he let it go.
Need to play a little bit more sensible. Don't go too hard.
Pulls it from well outside off into the gap on the leg. They'll probably take two again. Good pickup before the throw comes in. Do take the two.
He's not landing it well. It's not coming off the hands very well. He's got to try and land it up.
Sachin Budhia, the fielder from long on, took a big tumble after that throw. And by the time he got there in the gap, there was time for two. Nepal may be breathing a little easier.
That's where he wanted to go. Oh no!
That's rough. It was well inside the guiding line. But as you've said, Kennedy, the umpire's the boss.
He's the boss. That's quite harsh. Oh, good ball again. That's the variation we're looking for. Just keep it there. Try and turn. Can he sneak in a wicket? If he gets a wicket, it's going to be quite interesting.
That was the first good ball of the over. Right on line. Needs to repeat that. Yeah, balled a little up. Will they take two here again?
Pushing the Alex. Oh, no, this time he picks it up well. Well done from Alex. Good run, picks up and good throw.
One. On the other hand, I suspect Patel didn't want to take the two because it's towards the end of the over.
Is he going to bet around the spinners? Is he going to all the last tail laners going to bet around him? That's the most crucial part.
Two wide, so two balls still to go. Into the ground. They'll take the single on offer.
Still not making him drive. This is going to make him drive. If you're looking for wickets, there's a slip. Pitch it up, make him drive. That's the area that you want him to bowl.
The most important ball is this one, because Rohit Kumar Patel must take a single and not expose Adil to the spinner who will come next. Raj Patel, we think, again. Will he take the single? Yeah, too short, easily done. This is not only a good over for Nepal, as 12 finish, 54 for 6, but also Patel retains strike.
Interesting, good one. We're in for a very good finish from both sides. If somebody bets through well here, if Virat picks one, and this over it goes through, can he bowl Collins again, another one more? Can he rely on him himself as the captain comes back in and see if he can sneak in a wicket? That's the area that's going to be. Viraj. Can he pull another one? If he pulls one more from here, it will be very, very, very interesting. Let's pull it tight.
Shem still has one over. I wonder when he'll want to bowl that, but Raj is doing such a great job. Well, what's Adil's hurry? They need to chat here, these two Nepal boys.
That's what I'm saying, create the pressure. Once the pressure comes in, everything happens. People run where there is no run. People trying to hit a ball which is not supposed to be hit.
Again, very well played. Nehemiah Odiamba will make sure there's no single, but I think it's up to Patel to tell Adil here that, listen, I really don't want you facing Raj Patel too often. Let me farm the strike here for a bit.
That's what I was saying, because they play the pedal sweep. There's nobody on the leg side. Make Raj change his line. If you keep on blocking him like that, you're inviting everybody. Now straight away, they're bringing up somebody to face. So they're going to create pressure on you. And it's a safe shot if you pedal sweep. It's not a big slog sweep, but just a small pedal sweep. Will make him change his line.
I think because of the bounce, that's why they're not opting to sweep from outside the off stump, fearing a top edge, because there is a slip. And now, of course, there's a silly point as well.
It doesn't need to go a big slog sweep, just a small pedal sweep. Make Virat change his line. Now there's a face, so he's going to do something different. Yeah, there you go.
Ouch.
Collins is taking for the team. For a senior person to come and face me really means that he really wants to win. That's the more important thing. He's a senior guy and he's taken on. He wants to face.
Still, Patel doesn't go down leg.
Yeah.
Oh. Will they take the two here? No. This is interesting now. Adil to face Raj Patel.
4 balls left. So does he go? 2 balls left, sorry, beg your pardon. 4 balls gone. Now, does he go the cow corner, the slog sweep? Tailors don't like seeing somebody in front of them. They were saying that, no, you got to come out. Collins is still there. There's a sleep. It's going to be interesting. Viraj, 2 balls.
Well played. Off the back foot, plenty of time. They could take 2 if they wish.
Good pick up.
Not quite a good pick up.
But he charged in well. He charged in very well.
Yeah. I really think they should have taken the second because there's only 1 ball left. And again, Patel's going to be under some pressure to try and take the single this ball. Just to pat it somewhere, not to hit it big. And of course, leg side's the obvious choice. Yes, very well done. Slightly too full by Raj Patel.
Good cricket. Cricket from him. Now where does he go? Does he go with Collins again?
13 gone, 57 for 6. Continues to be tough for Nepal.
He's trying everybody now. He's gone to Rakesh Patel. He started as an off-spinner who could bend, and he's changed to be a batsman who can bowl off-spin. Now he's going to take his chance with him, 2 overs. I think the message is we'll keep on attacking with spinners.
In the frame there, Sukhdeep has done very well, keeping for Kenya in the absence of Kareem, who also did well. One of those strange decisions we felt, Kennedy, why Kareem was not playing today along with a couple of the changes. But here's the #1 bat. The #1 bat in Kenya, I'd like to say, Rakesh Patel. And he now has to contribute with the ball. There will be some turn, maybe some bounce. Yeah, unless he gets a little more pace on that, it'll be easy to just go on the back foot and push it around.
Yeah, the good thing is it's good to let him bowl because everybody has been taking the ball away. Now he brings it back in. Off spinner will make a difference.
Oh, just turns it around the corner. That may not go all the way. Deep square gets to it quickly enough. Adil plays that with his bottom hand. Just scoops it really. Unlucky not to get a boundary. But
Rakib is saying it's spinning, so let him be more finer.
But Rakib does need to bowl a better line, not down leg.
Correct. And pitch it up.
Goes big, it could be taken. Who's running underneath it? The long on, just about cannot get to it. And they take 2. What a terrific attempt coming in from the deep. Was in the air for a long time, the ball.
That's the effort I'm looking for. That's what you want to see. That's the fight that I've been saying from morning. That's the effort that I want to see. That's terrific from Sachin. Excellent. Put your body in, rush very quickly. Try to stop the spinners. They can't block for long, trust me.
Much better. Right after that, well, the catch that wasn't after that shot, there was a quick chat in the middle between Patel and Adil. And I'm sure Patel said, take it easy.
Good Rakib has bowled a good line, come back nicely. He's bowling it nicely. It's good, as I said it earlier. Everybody's been taking the ball away. He's bringing it back in, so that makes a big difference.
Edge, that could go all the way with the pace. Raj Patel after it, now he gets there well in time. So Adil will help himself to another 2. 14 gone, 64 for 6 Nepal. Rohit Kumar Patel, who's still there batting on 25. And currently on strike. Still a slip, Collins Abuya.
Still favors the betting team at the moment. The score is not so much to defend.
Kept low, went straight to backward point.
Cut it well.
Well, there has been bounce on occasion. This one kept low, but Patel, not being very tall, got down to it quickly. Well, rare error in line as Shem goes leg stump. Just because they've not been aggressive. Now that shot you could have swept or pulled pretty handsomely, but they've been in this defensive shell for a while now and only pushed it for a single.
Maybe the coach had said play sensible, even if you play all the 20 overs. If we play all the 20 overs, we get there.
True, but that again was ripe for hitting. But Adil checked his shot. Well, look at this turn there.
That's what I want to say. That's a good turn. Very good turn. Appeal only from the keeper and the Collins in sleep. The bowler was not interested at all. Not moved even the umpire.
But again, a lot of turn. This is getting to be a really tricky pitch. Watch it from this angle here. What do you know?
Yeah, good ball. Very good ball. Good ball. Very good over from Shem. Only one run.
He's bowled out though, so he'll have to look for other spin options or go to his medium paces. And the match still wide open, Kennedy. 15 overs gone. 65 for 6. Nepal, we'll see who comes out on top. Nepal, if they win, they'll take an unassailable lead. If Kenya do win, it'll be fabulous for the series. Locked 2-all with 1 match to go.
Rakep Patel change. So it's not really change of the bowling from Rakep. Rakep continues from the commentator's end. As I welcome Steve Tikolo back. It's going to be an exciting one. Fast ball, takes it on the leg. He's trying to use his feet, a little bit of football. Not expected at all. Dive, throw your body around. Rakep, he's been bowling well, but he's not making them drive the ball. Make them come in front. There you go. He goes for a big one. Is it a big one? Is it? Is it? Yes! What a catch! What a very good catch! Brilliant catch taken. Rakep Patel gets a wicket that Kenya really needed to make the run rate become more difficult. Very good catch from Rakep. Very good ball from Rakep. Good catch from Sachin.
Yes, and as we see Adil trying to go for the big shot over mid-wicket. I think the ball just got a bit high on him, top edge, and that's a good catch by Sachin Budia running to his right, deep at long on.
It's a long boundary on that side. I don't know why he took him on. It's a long one on that side, but that's what I said. We said it earlier, Steve. It's much easier for tail-enders, when the tail-enders come in, when everything they see goes above the eye level, they tend to go that route. He was nearly caught on the previous over, but he still took his chance.
And also Adil chose to hit against the wind. The wind is blowing from the right side of the field to the left side. I think the wind also helped to have the ball in the air for longer, for a longer time.
It's a tough one, Steve. It's going to be interesting one. Now, Rohit has got to bet through with the tail-enders.
Nepal 66 for 7.
It's getting
after
interesting.
15.2 overs. They require 36 runs of 28 balls.
Interesting, good run, just it hard. They're still picking up singles. Then Roy is getting right across Steve to take it on the leg side. Karan, I've done my bit with the ball, now they're asking me to do it with the bait. Can he handle the spin of Rakeb? Lemon cut, just gets a single. Very tentative, he's very tight.
And that was very close to his stumps. You know, he would have played chop on to the stumps.
Good ball, well played.
Pressure mounting on the Nepal batsman.
What does Roy do? Does he go for it? Does he hang around? Oh, close, nearly a catch. Did he play it? Everybody's holding their head up.
It's all happening at the Nairobi Gymkhana.
And that brings the end of the 16th over. And the score is 68-7.
As we see the replay. Ooh. Could have been a chance there to the keeper.
He's got to ball Viraj, honestly. He needs wickets. He can't bowl some anybody else. He needs Viraj to bowl. Oh, I've been told Viraj has finished. So he's got to keep on changing with Collins. Now he's got Collins and Rakeb. Does he go with his seamers again? Or does he stick with the spinners? Now he's got all his night shift bowlers. Not genuine bowler, but Rakeb has been creating trouble. Can Collins do the same on that side? It's a shorter boundary to hit on the leg side, but he's bowling leg break, so it's not going to be easy to play against the turn. There we go.
Good fielding there by Sachin in the covers. Quick turn and throw.
They're still too deep, Steve. Sachin, bring them up more. He's going to play more tentative, especially for Karan. Crowd is getting a little bit excited. Another good crowd, Steve, today.
Yes, and this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see, the crowd coming out to support the two teams.
Every dot ball, they're cheering. Can Rate push it through, make Nepalis go up. He runs the first one hard. Can you get a second one? Oh, good throw. Good fielding and good throw. Every run, there's a value. If there's a run, there's a value for Nepal. If there's a dot ball, there's a value for the Kenyans. So it's all balanced at the moment. Pick it up again, a single. They run the first one hard. Can they get the second one? Looking for two. No, one run. Set another 2 runs. They've got 3 already.
Nepal need to get a boundary from somewhere just to bring the run rate down.
I think that's crucial. Now, who gets the boundary? It is Rohit or Karan. Tries to get on the leg side. It's a dot ball. Every dot ball the Kenyans are cheering. Every dot ball is valuable. Now, does Roy do something on this ball now? He's got to try and squeeze somebody. If he gets out, then he throws the game. So it's going to be more sensible. It's a wide ball, crucial wide ball from Collins. Could have been a dot ball. And Red could have just tapped it on the leg side, forced a boundary.
4 runs so far in this over with 1 ball to go.
Try to squeeze in a boundary, runs hard. The first one gets good. Can they get 2? Looking for 2. No run. Rakeb picks it up. 1 bounce. And that's the end. Bring another good over from Kenya. They're creating the pressure. Pressure is mounting. Rakeb is going to bowl from this and then let's go. 73 for 7 after 17.
Nepal require 29. of 18 balls.
Something has got to give on this over, Steve. Something has got to give. And especially Karan, Rohit is betting, so does he tell Karan to go for it? Or does he take the chance himself? Only hits it hard, down, looking for two, no, just only a single. Good ball from Rakib. Now Karan, does it time squeezing a ball, he's only on 3. Karan goes over the top. Oh, one bounce. That guy thought it was a boundary, nearly squeezed it in between the fielders. Gone hard on it. Should have gone towards the ball, not back pedal. You need to take a catch to make a difference now. Karan goes up again. Who wants it? Collins is under it. Collins look for the ball. Will he get it? Yes, it is! It's taking a beautiful catch. Well ball from Rakib. And they've got another wicket, the Kenyans. They are really, really on a roll at the moment. And the boundary that Nepal are looking for, they've gone. And Karan mistimed it completely. Went high in the air. And Collins took a very good catch.
Kenyans keep picking the wickets as pressure mounts on Nepal. Karan Casey goes on one knee to slog sweep and only manages to top edge it to short mid-wicket. Good running catch by Collins.
And for a young person watching, that's how to catch them when they go up. You run fast, you steady yourself behind it. Collins has done it well. And that brings the end of Karan. The score is 76 for 8. And pressure goes back to Nepal. Can the Kenyan pulls it back?
In walks the Nepal skipper Sandeep Lamachane with the scores on 76 for 8.
There's 1, there's 2, then there's a wicket. Where does the Rohit go from here? Picks up a single. He's playing around on the wicket. Like on the crease, Steve is moving a little bit wider. He's trying to go extra, which I think is a very hard shot to hit, especially when the wicket is low.
And Sandeep, as Sandeep faces his first ball, he was very good with the ball this afternoon, picking 5 wickets for 9 runs. Will he be able to repeat the good performance with the bat and take his team over the line?
That's the big question. Is it him? Is it Karan? Can he bet sensible? Good shot he starts with. He gets an easy single. He's very handy with the bat also. He can hit.
Kenyans will be happy with the singles right now, Kennedy. I think Nepal need to look for a boundary from somewhere.
Squeezing a boundary somewhere. It's going to be interesting. Dot ball. That's it. Every dot ball Kenyans are cheering. And that brings another very good over from Rakib. They squeezed in very tight. He didn't give any boundary. And the score is 78 for 8 after 18.
2 overs to go. Nepal require 24 runs in 12 balls.
Oh, interesting. Nearly 2 runs a ball. That's what makes it difficult. It becomes difficult, but he only takes 2. He only takes 2 good shots. Yeah, Collins takes the ball again. Can he ball it tight? Can Sandeep get a boundary? If he balls it tight, he doesn't give a boundary. He's right on top. It's a short boundary on that side, so that's the side they should be targeting. Collins the ball. Sandeep is looking for a boundary. Swings on the leg side. Run the first one hard. Picks up the ball from Shem and good throw, 1 bounce. Kenyans are cheering every single dot ball or 1 run. Very good throw. Rohit is on 32. Can it push them through the line?
The rate required is 12 runs per over, Kennedy. Singles will not hurt Kenya.
Top to 12, Collins. Take it on the chest. Doesn't want to let anything go. Stopped it hard. It was hit fairly firm. It counts as a dot ball. Pressure is mounting on both sides. Both changing rooms are quiet. Nobody's moving. It's interesting. Every game of these games have been interesting. All 4 of them. Oh, gets a big one. Massive one. 6 runs. And it got exactly what they wanted. And a very good shot. And gone for 6. He times it well. And they really needed that boundary. And they've got one. As I said, that's a shorter boundary on that side, but it cleared everything.
Goes down on one knee, plays the slog sweep, timed it perfectly.
Yeah, good shot. Very good shot. He had to take a chance. He took a chance and it paid off. Go from there now. Can they squeeze in another boundary somewhere? Dot ball. Back. He's already gone for 7 of 4 balls.
How many runs in the last over do you think Kenya would be happy to defend?
It depends who's bowling. It's, if Rakeb, you want to make him defend a bit 19. That's a flip, a free hit, Collins. That's a very bad ball from him. Very horrible ball. Could have hit it for a 6, but he hit it for a 4. Good shot. That's a crucial one. Should have bowled, just didn't get it correctly. Tried to bowl a quicker one. He's not gripping it well. Let's go. It's gone already. He's already on 11. 6, 4, 1. That is 10. That is 11. Can he squeeze in on this last ball? Good ball. Picks up the single. Interesting on the last over. Tighten your seatbelt. It's going to be very good. Does he bowl spin? Does he bowl pace? And the score is 90 for 8.
Nepal required 12 runs in the last over.
That one ball, that boundary, Steve.
Will it be spin or pace bowling the last over?
He's opted to go with spin. I should have gone with the seamers, one of the seamers. I thought Lucas would have done well. Could have bowled across of them, but he's opted to go for spinning. Spin, and Rakeb Patel takes the last over. The good thing, it's a longer boundary on that side, but it doesn't matter. Rohit is on 43. Fast ball. Goes over the top. Will they get 2? Run the first one quick. Looking for 2, no run. Will they get a single? Pressure mount. 30 yards. Somebody's telling Collins stay on the boundary, and they're changing. They're asking us to stay down there. Collins is going down. Good field placing. It's still, Rakeb is telling him come up. Captain is telling him stay on the 30. They need to squeeze in a boundary. 1 run already. 10 runs needed. Goes again. Tries to go over the top. Collins picks it. Only 1 run. Still 9 runs to go. 4 balls. It's getting interesting. 9 of 10. See, this could squeeze a boundary. They can get a boundary somewhere. Another 1 run. Looking for 2. Will they get 2? No. At all. Another single. Rakeb Patel is bowling it well. They need 9 of 3. But keep it in mind, it only takes 2 hits, Steve.
So far, Rakeb has done well. He's pulled his length back. He's not bowling anything into their half for them to get under the ball.
If I'm Rakeb, I could have brought in that extra. The sweeper bringing him, take 1 pass on the leg side down, because they're looking only to hit it on that side. They're not looking to hit it on the off. So bring this one down, send the other one down, send a soil down. Missed it. Bad throw. Very bad throw from him. Should have bowled a dot ball. Still got a single. Still it's balanced. The game is very balanced. Bad throw from him. I told you, could have bounced it, throw it 1 bounce. Still tensed.
8 runs of 2 balls, 2 boundaries.
2 boundaries. Even all the coaches moving up and down. Tensed. Oh! Rakib gets a crucial wicket. Very crucial wicket. And it's a dead ball. And it's a dot ball, which was very, very, very crucial. Rohit, 45. Very well batted, but Rakib didn't pitch it up. Good wicket for Kenyans.
Rohit, they are looking to go for the big hit. Misses it and is clean bowled.
Good bowling. Good ball, Rakib. Kenyans pulls it back. Interesting performance. But still, it's still 2 balls to go. 1 ball to go, I beg your pardon. 1 ball to go. There's one wicket. The Kenyan fans love it. They've enjoyed every bit of it. I thought 100 was not good enough, Steve.
And this last ball, all Rakib needs to do is stay behind the line. Don't bowl a no ball. Even if they hit a 6, Kenya wins by 1 run.
That's interesting. There you go. There's a chart in the middle. I don't know what the chart is all about. Time to check. I don't know what they're checking. It's hard. It's all good.
1 ball to go. Nepal require 8 runs to win.
Oh, quite a performance from Kenyans. They have pulled it back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, they are bowled.
Alam walks in and he's facing straight away.
Kenyans fans have loved every bit. And that's the end. Kenya wins it in style. 94 for 8. Brilliant performance. Kenya defended the score. 100%. Nepal could get to 100%. And the series is balanced, 1 apiece. That makes the last one to be a very interesting one. The fans, they all love it. They've really enjoyed. They've been at Steve, has been 4 days of brilliant cricket.
Kenyans have bounced back. At one stage, we thought 101 was not enough runs on the board. But they've done well, led by the spinners. The captain, Shem Goche, whose bowled is 4 overs, 2 wickets for 13 runs. The youngster Viraj and the other spinners, Collins and Rakib, have done the job for Kenya.
And the series is set at 2 apiece. It's interesting now, the last one. We go to the last one with everybody, everything to play for. Nepal, I've got everything to play for. Kenyans, I've got everything to play. And the fans love it. They're enjoying this. Don't miss tomorrow. It's at the last T20. With somebody has got to go with the trophy. Excellent performance from the Kenyans. Excellent performance from Nepal. Both teams have excited cricket throughout. We have heard on the last 4 days. I said it earlier. Both teams have played with very good spirit, and you have all enjoyed this. It's a good one. Good fight back from Kenyans. At one point, I was quite disappointed. I thought that it was not enough, but they proved me wrong. It's enough runs. They got 100. They changed their bowlers very well. They rotated their bowlers very well, which was very good. And that's high five from everybody. Everybody's giving each other high fives. And they're enjoying this. This is a good victory. They have pulled it out. So can they take the momentum tomorrow, Steve?
This victory will definitely boost their morale. When they batted first, they looked a little bit down. They lacked the intent. But I'm sure having won this game, low-scoring game, is going to lift them up for tomorrow's game, which will be the decider of the series.
Absolutely very, very, very good. Excellent performance from the Kenyans. All the spinners did their part. The seamers did their part. And the fielding, Steve, outstanding. There was a lot of energy when they were fielding. They dived. They rushed in, they threw the ball in. Outstanding catches from everybody. And outstanding catches from Collins, who took some brilliant ones. As we say goodbye, for now, I'll throw it back to Arjun for the presentation.
What an unexpected comeback of the Kenya team into the international series as well as in this match. We have Irfan Karim joining us. Congratulations for that win. How does it feel after that win?
Thank you. Yeah, obviously we didn't get many runs, but for the boys to defend that is an amazing effort, and it set it up nicely for tomorrow.
2-all, one match to go. Are you nervous about tomorrow's match?
I think we'll all be a bit nervous, but that's part of the game. We've not had cricket here for long, so it's good to have it back. And for it to be 2-2, I think it should be a good day, good game, and hopefully we get a good crowd out.
Constant cheering of the crowd gives you goosebumps or make you a little nervous?
I think at first it makes you a bit nervous, but when you get used to it, it's exciting and you sort of feed off the crowd. So yeah, we appreciate the crowd coming.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you once again. If you want to see the climax of the cricket, join us tomorrow. Now over to the Charu sir for the presentation. That's it. Thank you.
I can now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the presentation for match number 4 here in the 5-match series. What an absolute thriller. A low-scoring match, yes, but we've got to say a roller coaster, and a big thank you to all those who were present at the Nairobi Gymkhana today. Hope you enjoyed the match, and a special, yeah, well done. And of course, thank you for watching on television or other devices around the world. at the end of it all, Kenya emerge triumphant despite their low total. And of course, for the series, wonderful news because we are now tied 2-2 with everything to play for in the final match tomorrow. A big thank you on behalf of Cricket Kenya to our sponsors, title sponsor Dafa Bet, trophy partner Nairobi Sports House, hospital partner MP Shah Hospital, official sponsor of the men's national cricket team, Pacific Star Sports. And now, of course, an introduction to the presentation party. From my left first, Mr. Jimmy Rayani, former chairman of Kenya Cricket Association from 1993 to 2003. That's a minor year in Kenyan cricket when they made the semis of the World Cup. To his left, Mr. Abhishek Rana. Sir, we've been enjoying your coffee. The regional head of Mac Coffee, we appreciate his sponsorship of coffee to all at the Nairobi Gymkhana during the matches. And of course, we hope to continue to have it through the series. And to his left, a very familiar face, the hard-working treasurer of Cricket Kenya, Kalpesh Solanki. Thank you all for your presence. Time to have a chat first with the captain of the team that did not finish on top today, Sandeep Lamishane from Nepal, skipper of the Nepal team. Sandeep, all I can say from a spectator standpoint, fabulous match, very exciting, but 102 to win, you should have had it in the bag.
Definitely, you know, it's so gutted and disappointed with the way we batted today. Yeah, there was a bit of something was happening for spinners, but you know, when we're playing this kind of international, you know, games and you know, where we know where our standard is, so we should have chased that easily. A few of you know, mistakes we were making in the last few games as well, but you know, it's high time again. You know, where I don't think, you know, there are no words for me to describe right now how I'm feeling, and you know, as a team, you know, we actually didn't play up to our potential.
I can imagine. And yet, personally, 5 wickets, 9 runs, your finest T20 performance ever. Should give you some individual heart. I know it's a team game.
Yeah, you feel happy when you perform for your team, but at the end of the day, if result is not favoring you, I think everything goes in vain. So, yeah, you know, should have been really good and happy when if it would have been a nice chase for us. But yeah, this is all about learning the game.
I say once again on behalf of the spectators and all those watching the series, everything to play for tomorrow. I wonder what you're going to do. Not much time left, but what would you like to strengthen?
Yeah, obviously, you know, throughout the tournament so far in the 4 games, we've been lacking in the batting, you know, consistency. So I definitely would love to see, you know, somebody taking initiative and coming and showing that attitude, like I'll finish the game for the team. So this is one of those areas where we actually need to improve.
Well, I know you must be feeling pretty gutted, as you said, but all is not lost. The big one to play for tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sandeep Lamishane, ladies and gentlemen, from Nepal. Please give him a big hand. And now, I'd love to call upon the skipper of the winning team from Kenya, who is also, by the way, our man of the match, Shem. Shem, if you'll accept the trophy, please, from Jimmy. He scored 13 valuable runs with a big 6 and then took 2 wickets for 7 runs. Shem, let's see that big smile. Come on, well played.
Thank you very much.
All right, well, the pitch was very tricky, and yet when you went in the dugout with only 101 runs, surely the thoughts weren't too positive at that point of time?
Personally, when our opening batsman went in there and we got the feedback back to the dugout, the wicket was not easy. It was gripping and turning too much. So definitely we adjusted our total and said if you can get around 110, 115, we'll still have a chance for the game.
Well, it wasn't just with the ball that you got 2 wickets for 7, but even your 13 runs were very valuable for the team, as we found out in the end. A good all-round performance. Yet those bowling changes, you kept on with the spinners, the medium pacers, no role today.
Definitely, I think the wicket was playing better with the slow bowlers, especially the seamers. And I think the way Elijah started with the new ball getting a wicket in the first ball, I think that really set the tone for us.
I have to ask you, the belief in the team, did you really think you could pull it off? And when did you feel, oh my gosh, I think this is ours? Maybe the last 2 or 3 balls, or what?
After getting the first ball we got the wicket. When we got around, we said, I think we can still do it. And then I got the first wicket. So it really brought the confidence back to us.
And of course, your batsman did a very good job with his off-spin today.
Definitely, and I really appreciate how they are trying their best out to get us a good total. Still, there's more room for improvement. So it's still, for us, it's a learning process as a team and as a batting unit. We're taking everything positive out of this series.
Well, you refused to be blown away. Lost the first match, came back in the second, lost the third, came back in the fourth. Everything to play for tomorrow.
Definitely, there's everything to play for tomorrow. I think it's a serious decider. I think both teams are playing good cricket at the moment. So I think tomorrow is going to be a very, very good game.
You might want to appeal to all your fans and those watching on television, be here tomorrow because it's going to be one terrific match.
Definitely. If you get your time to come and support the team, we'd really appreciate it. We love you for the guys who are here already. And tell a friend to tell a friend so that you can come as many as you can.
Shem, well played. Congratulations. Good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, skipper and the man of the match of the Kenyan team, Shem Nagosha. Big thank you to the presentation party. Jimmy, thank you for being here. And of course, Abhishek, look forward to your coffees tomorrow one more time. And Kalpesh, you've been like a rock. Thank you very much. That's all from the presentation. We hope to see you tomorrow for the final match. It's going to be another terrific one to settle the series. For now, back to the commentators to finish it off.
Yes, there you got beautiful Nairobi. It can't be beautiful than this. If you look at there, first game, Nepal won by 5 wickets. Second game, Kenya won by 18 runs. Third game, Nepal won by 4 wickets. And the last game, which was today, Kenya won by 7 runs. Quite interesting. And tomorrow, as you heard from Charu, it's 2 apiece and everything to play for on the last game. As for now, I say goodbye from where I'm sitting myself and the legend Steve Tikolo. We say goodbye. And don't miss tomorrow. It's going to be a quite exciting one tomorrow. It's 2 apiece. See everyone tomorrow and see you tomorrow. Be on time. Expect huge Kenyan frauds. And goodbye for now.